Hello folks, welcome back to Harrison Building Lego Sets. That's right, I think, yeah, exactly what it's called. Or Harrison Building Legos, I think. Here, let's give it a moment. But this is the set we are looking at today. This is a set that's going to take us time to build. I need to build this set, and this set, I mean, you know you're going to run into this type of stuff, but this set actually is going to be a very big set to build. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I think I know there's people who've done this, but we know what we do here. Harrison Building Lego Sets. Yeah, but and the last time we built a couple police things. We built like a water scooter and a motorcycle, but I have a Lego City. And now you can't even see my hands unless I put my hand in there. Hello. Usually you'll see it because usually the sets are smaller and stuff like that. But look at this set. This set is big. Can't even get the whole thing in here. Let's tilt it. I want to make sure it looks a little straight on here, or whatever. Yeah, look at that. So I hope you guys will enjoy this build today. As a friendly reminder, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, leave a like on the video, hit the bell notification, and if you're on YouTube and if you're on Rumble, please don't forget to follow us there as well. Hit the like and comment section. Now this is going to add to my Lego City. It's a mobile crime lab. That's the whole idea of buying this, because I realized something. I don't have to build. I want to finish building. One of my goals, hopefully in the near future, is to finish my actual Lego City. It's in a small tower. There's 2 videos of it already. The first original one of it, and the next one. And I was glad to do it on that one base plate because there was someone who did something they called City. There's Ninjago did some stuff with similar thoughts and ideas to building, that you could have these basically a Lego City but within a small amount of space, things like that. And there's been a curious of that at the time. So that you don't have a lot of space, you can still technically build a Lego City. Well, I did, and mine's in one building, for the most part, except there's 2 that are attached to that one building, and it's on one base plate. It's the same idea as someone, using, one of a smaller plate, and that's what I was able to use. That's the land that my Legos can have on. So I decided, well, what about doing mobile stuff? So I got food. I have a couple food trucks, and I just having some mobile stuff that you could add if I'm able to display it a little bit more for a short time, maybe just because it looks cool. Maybe I can make some videos with it or something. Mobile. This is a good way to go, and so of course I was able to buy this. I got it on a decent sale, so I bought it not too long ago. I'll be anxious to build it, but let's slide it over. And I want to show you, see my hand, there you go. I want to show you the other side of the picture. There it is. I was trying to get it to see if I could get the full. Let's see how far we can go to get pretty much the whole picture. Maybe I could use it as a way. There you go. That may be exactly what I need. So it's even without my hands in the picture. There you go. We're gonna have to deal with that, but it's gonna take us a long time to build this because I built this in person, so I don't want to sit here every day just look at the box. But look at this, a cool scene. This will add to my Lego City, the crime. So the police, and it has a little jail in the back. So I may have to rethink some things in my Lego City so I can, because the medical area is not the biggest the jail is. So I may remove the jail and make that. And remove the jail around, do other things, and make a bigger medical area. But this would be a cool plan. I plan to keep these instructions, obviously, for this. But this would be a cool plan if I could change it a bit, build the similar idea, maybe change it a bit and build a medical truck. That would have a similar idea with medical. I wish they would do that. If they got a medical truck, I would probably get one where they'd have like mobile medical unit or something like that. Especially for people like me. That's why I got this mobile unit. So, anyway, let's turn around the box. I may not be able to turn it around too terribly much. We may, as I build, the box will be out of the way. Here, let's see, hold on. There you go, it's the usual suspects. Oh, come on. There you go. See, Lego City. It's recharge, anyway. You could see stuff. We don't read a lot of stuff on these boxes, so we don't do it, we're not going to get started now. Don't worry about it. If you want to read, you buy the box for yourself, or have a friend who may still have this Lego set, and see if you want to read all the cool language, or pause the video, try to see if you can read it. It's just warning stuff mostly. There's nothing really that exciting about what's on the box most of the time, on like with the words and stuff. The most thing we're interested in is stuff like this. There, hold on. Not this stuff. It tells you where it's made, mostly, so you're not missing anything really. This is what we're interested in, is that there's people in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, 2 criminals, I would say, and 3 police that are part of the lab. This is cool. I've never had one of these. This is nice. This is awesome to see this. Okay. Let's do this. Let's turn it on the back. And look at, like I said, this box is huge. I like the scenes in the back. I don't know if you do, but this is the final time to turn it around. I may lower the camera a little bit once we open the box, but this is all the stuff we're building. It's a big set. It's cool. I'm glad for this. This will add to my Lego City, and it will be a nice... there's even a jail in the back for the prisoner and stuff. You can see that. So it adds a little bit of a cell. Our Lego City is not crime-ridden, but it adds another element. So if we wanted to do some little crime lab thing, we could, and it could be mobile. The thing about this, though, I don't think I plan to make it necessarily. It's going to be mobile in that it's, and I could put it away or take it out. But there you go. And here you can see this top where they're working on the crime lab, and there's 2 up here. So yeah, it adds another police in my community to my community. And let's open it up. Let's begin and open this up. All right. So it's gonna be really cool. Okay, let's pour it out. Let's get rid of the box. Okay, that's part of the problem. Is how big that box is. Now I can lower this just a little bit so I could build on the space without worried about getting too much in the area. Oh, brother, look at that. It's alright. This is the crime lab. This is the one that's going to take us time to build. There you go. There's instructions for it, and then we'll look at the other instructions while we're at it. This is the other little set that we'll build to it too, and this is the stickers. Alright, there you go. There's the stickers for the whole thing. We'll put that over there. Actually, we'll put the stickers just underneath there because we want to be able to look. Okay, so now we got to organize these bags. Here's bag 4, which I have a feeling is not part of it right now. Here's bag 3. Same thing. I'll put it on the side over there, though. Bag 2. They're not going to come organized when you get them out. Bag 1. Actually, they may want me to build this first. Actually, no, I may build this first. Bag 1. I may actually build this first. Alright. Bag 5. Alright, let's get started. Let's build this first. It's maybe a good idea that they did it that way. It's the crime lab scene. So let's build this first. Let's open it. Might as well get started. We're going to have a bit of a video today. Alright. Just to let you, it's because when I go quiet, hopefully, it's just to open bags because they make a lot of noise and you can't hear me that well. So let's open up these little bags. All right. I used to have none of these, but once I start back in Lego, now I think I've like 4 or 5 of these now, which is fine. It's nice to have the tool around. I may keep it more around. It's probably probably in my couple Lego boxes now spread throughout that. Okay, let's build the criminal. So there's her purple, her pants. Here we go. Let's see if we can find her. Yep. Her little head. It looks like her. And hopefully, if we don't get her right, we'll get someone else. But there you go. Oh, come on. I can't get that close. I wish I had a camera. I could. If I ever have an opportunity to do so, I will. I think it'd be cool because I think that's what people do. But well, I use what I have, so I'm happy, you know. I'm happy to at least be building, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy the video and yeah, have fun. Now let's build the crime person. Here we go. I would love to build my Lego City. Like I said, this is going to be an add-on to my Lego City. I saw this as a mobile, so I was like, wow, you know, I don't have to build everything inside the Lego City stuff. I just have some mobile stuff. So that's what I'm doing. So this is going to be our mobile crime lab unit. And they don't go really anywhere because our Lego City is not that big, guys. It's just that they park outside the city, close to the police station. They're the crime. They're going to be more of the crime lab. So it may make me change some things in the... There you go. There's the little person. And it may make me change some things in what I do with the police. So inside. So I may have to go around my Lego City and it's okay to have some changes because I have this mobile crime lab. And there's other mobile things I could get for the police I can't get for the medical. I wish the medical would do like mobile medical units and stuff. It's Lego. Why not? They've done it with the crime lab. Here you go. I'll make sure we're building in front of camera. I gotta make sure of that, folks. I gotta make sure of that. But, you know, just trying to, you know, just trying to build. And here we go. Here's a light. Actually, these are easy to make. I could probably make quite a few of these for construction and stuff. For a little, yeah, we have a little construction team and stuff for our little Lego City. Here, let's put those guys over there. Now I guess you can watch them while I build some of this stuff. Let's see. Here's this. And I guess you have a bunch of... You have some handcuffs. There's a lot of handcuffs. How many handcuffs do we need in this? It's like 3 or 4. We have a ton of handcuffs, by the way. And then they have these little cheese wedges. I don't know exactly how many they're trying to put in here. They have a lot of cheese wedges in here. Let's see here. I know they have one at least. I may put the others in here. I'll wait to see if I need them for anything. I doubt I do. See, that's someone's headset. Hold on. Let's see if we're missing a headset with our little... Oh, yes, we are with her. We're missing our little headphones things because she listens to music, apparently, which is fine. That's kind of cool. Okay, here we go. There we go. There's her ability to listen to music on her... There we go. So... Okay, so at least we did that, right? Oh, the spyglass thing. Where is the spyglass thing? Okay. Oh, there it is. There's my bucket. Where's the spyglass thing? That's what I call it. It's not... Oh, there's extra headset set. Cool. I may put that with somebody. Here's the spyglass. Okay, you can't see that. Basically, this is what you're doing. You're filling... this in here. So there you go. That's what you're basically doing. Oh, there's a phone. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put the phone in here. To be honest, I'm not going to even bother putting it in someone's hand. Okay. Here. Let's see here. Okay. Let's do this. Now we're starting to build the quad. The quad's pretty cool. And that's the thing. It's not just the truck. I forgot there's a quad in here that the criminals are using. I may have to start like some weird car dealership for them to sell vehicles. So, I wanted to build this because Christmas is coming along as I'm building this, and I like to build my sets towards Christmas time because I could turn off the AC and do all this stuff, right? So if you're subscribed to my channel, yes, I will build, and I build as I'm able to afford Lego too. So that's usually how it works with me, and that's, I like it, I guess, because it's what I could afford. If I could afford even a simple Lego set, or maybe I ordered something through Amazon and I'm able to throw in a simple, whether it's an old set, a newer set, so I'm pretty excited about being able to buy some of that stuff. So that's what I buy when I get a few things here and there. I may want to test my energy a little bit more towards stuff for my Lego City, and I sort of am in a way doing that. Okay, so red light in the back because they need to back up, and there we go. That is it. Nice. Okay, now we do this. Oh, this is nice build. I like these little builds. So, but I decided to do the whole set. I guess I could have divided some of it, but it's nice to do the whole set. Just build and talk, and that it gets me to talk too. So yeah, I mean, I could do the easy way. Some people could say it's the lazy way. I don't know. I don't know if it's the lazy way, but I could do the easy way. Just do a time lapse, maybe stuff like that, which would be fine. But I like to be involved, I guess, and it just gets me so I could talk, and then I could use that hopefully to translate it to other, like I do it with my gaming too. I try to use that so I could talk and try to, improve, I guess. And if I do enough of these, or enough of videos like this, whether it's gaming, whether it's this, because I have other channels that I do post to, and if you're on YouTube, they're all easy. You just scroll down my homepage, and you'll see it says other channels that I upload to. And there's other channels there. Well, it gives me, I just see in a way, this gives me a chance to talk, to kind of improve on my talking. I bet I do have issues sometimes with talking. I talk to people, but it could be my learning disability, it could be any of those things, but it doesn't mean that I don't. Oh, here, hold on. Doesn't mean that I don't want to improve and try to talk to people. Oh, hold on. See? And I also get to make mistakes and learn to try to not make mistakes, which is pretty much almost impossible, but hey, you try, right? So yeah, it gives me opportunities, and it's nice to just kind of, I don't know, you learn a lot of things, but you also get to build and talk, and maybe talk about things that I wouldn't have talked about, like saying this is for my Lego City, because it is. And I started looking at mobile opportunities. I may, in the future, who knows, I may even build my own, get enough pieces together and build like a medical place, because like a mobile medical unit, I wish they did have a mobile medical unit, even if it's just like a medical lab unit or something where people could go there too. Like this is, like I said, there's a jail cell. Now our Lego City is not like a major Lego City. In a major Lego City, most of this would be just like an extra deal, like along with a huge amount of police cars. If I were being sincere, we'd probably only have. I used to have tons of police cars. I did. It's on iHome Entertainment. I used to have. I used to show some of my stuff. I had lots of police cars and stuff like that. So here we go. Let's move this forward. And so with this, and I had a big police station, but it was like the actual set. I like to build what I call not half sets. I like to build what I call full sets or full deals. Anyway, so I just, it just was, what do you call it? Anyway, it's just what it was, right? But then I had to move and stuff happened. So I didn't have the instructions to rebuild half that stuff anymore anyway. I don't know what happened to them. I mean, they could have got lost, who knows? But anything could have happened, and it just kind of... It was just kind of sad. You know, it's kind of sad, but hey, it's, you know, I had to move, all this stuff, so it all just ended up in one big bucket, and because that's just what I had to do. I didn't have a choice. It ended up with actually sort of a couple buckets, and then that stuff just wasn't together anymore. So now I'm pretty much trying to rebuild what I've sort of had, but it's not going to be completely that way because it's, you know, I don't have the space either. And I don't even have the space. I have a lot of other vehicles, like Speed Champion cars and stuff like that. Here we go. Look at that. But I don't have the space anymore. So, here, let's see if we can... We may have to move the lighting a bit. And I wouldn't be surprised if I did. But this is what we're doing. You know? Go. So, let's see if I can move it just a bit. Or let's see if I can sort of move it over here. So we can continue building. And we're not too completely... Okay, there you go. That may actually do better. There we go. Okay. So there you go. And let's see. Hold on, folks, as we adjust. But it's, you know, there we go. We'll lower their lighting a little bit on there. It's just, you know, it's kind of sad because I had plans and I am beginning to animate. I bought a book partly because I wanted backgrounds, but it was nice to also get the idea from the book, right? To learn more about animation, even though I started before books like this were coming out. I did start animating before. Again, they're on the old channel, iHome Entertainment. If you happen to look, it's all spelled in one word, so, you know, I think it's either, it should be lowercase, but I think you could type it in capital or lowercase for the I. So, but that's all one word. But if you're on this channel, here you go. Now we're beginning to build the base plate for this. And if you're on this channel, sorry about that. If you're on this channel, on the YouTube side especially, it's not hard for you to find it out because you're on the home page, you scroll down, you'll see it, and you just look for the Lego stuff, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I had fun building. I really did. Oh, here, hold on. It's 4. But it's going to be spaced up. Hold on. Nope, not like that. Not like that. All right. Focus, 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 focus. Anyway, there you go. And, yeah, that's just... that's, you know, it was cool. There was plans. I had construction equipment. I had all this stuff. Now I'm kind of rebuilding some of that. So I have some construction equipment, and well, it just takes time. And so this is part of that. Hey, let's build this. Okay? So, and it's cool. It's just it's cool that, it's sad, but it's cool in a way, but my Lego city's become smaller. It's not spread out. I did have some roads time. You know, I'd planned on things. I planned on more animations. You know, at least planned on the idea of more animations, which never happened at that time. And there's only 3 of them. We did voices for, and, oh, here you go. 3 of them we only did voices for that we haven't done. I haven't done any more since, and it's just kind of sad in a way that it didn't happen. And so, yeah, life is life. You know, you win some, you lose some, just like with people. You win some, you lose some. I can't fix that, can't change that. Just how things roll. And you just kind of roll with the punches, I guess. The best you can. You know, it's not going to be perfect. So, there you are. There's a sticker. Sticker 9. That's what they call it. Anyway. So, you roll with the punches. You do the best you can. That's what I guess. That's what I could say. Is you do the best you can. Okay, here you go. So we put this together like that. Then we go to sticker 11. There you go, sticker 11. All right. Okay, so yeah. All right. Okay. And now you put that together. I'm glad I built this first, actually. I was not going to, but I was like, well, might as well. They said number 1. I might as well just go and build it first, then get it out of the way. Then we can... then we can build the truck. And this is going to be a big build. So, sorry for the huge upload. But with these big sets like this, it's not shocking for me. Because I've done big sets. Like flower, I built up a bonsai tree. It's on the channel. You know, that way. I don't mind. I don't think there's a lot of people doing it this way, where they're talking and just kind of building along with you know, while other people are watching, you know, talking at least, and communicating, and, you know, I mean, if there are, that's great. I mean, there probably are others that are doing it. I just haven't seen a lot of people doing it, but there are a lot of people who built this set, so it's nice. There you go, there's the greenery. Let's move forward. We built the greenery. Here we go. We're gonna add the rest of the brick wall. It's kind of like it's almost like it's like a weird out of the way thing. So there you go. Okay, and then they want to add more of this type of stuff on top of there. So there you go. We'll keep moving forward, keep building stuff. Okay, so this is cool. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep this way. It depends. I may decide to kind of piece it out a bit and build, or piece it out in a way that's going to build it. So that could happen. Don't be surprised if I do. Oh, here's... Or like the criminal wanted poster, I may put that in Lego City. So like I said, I have a Lego City, and we'll see. We'll see what we do with even this type of thing. This could be added in a different way. So, oh, here we go. Add 2 of this. Okay. Then we get to add this, and we get to do this. Oh man, yeah, we get to do a lot of cool. Then we get to add, oh, here, hold on, there we go. We get to pop all these in, which is, not bad actually, you know. I kind of like it. There we go. I may, who knows what I may use it for. I could add it to like some type of garden thing in my Lego City. I could see what I could do, and I could even build it up a bit if I wanted to. Right now I'm just building it for here, because it's part of the Lego thing. That's why I tend to want to do it first, is just build it, and then if I could end up parting it out still and doing it in a different, like maybe adding it to something, but not by itself. I mean, there's a lot of things I could do, but the main thing I was after was the truck. Now, I like all this other cool stuff, but the main thing I was after, to be honest, was the truck. Is the truck out of this. Well, there's a lot of little gray pieces too that I could swap out if I really need to, or use. Anyway, there you go. There you go. It's like, I like the smoothness. Okay, hold on. Come on, camera, focus. The smoothness. It's really nice. Oh, and then we add in this. And you also have the water poster with the image of the lady that they're looking for. And we added all the other stuff. So now, apparently now you can make it a scene. You could put a bunch of stuff down in here for more of a crime thing, because, you know, they're trying to get the crime thing. These may come out of here and end up, like these right here, may come out of here, because they're showing you could add more and build the crime scene. So that's the whole point of this yellow. Not as part of the building, so if I really wanted to, I could just pull out these, and I may do that, just because I really want the crime lab truck for the actual Lego City, so I may just pull these off and put them in the box with our crime lab technician. Oh, we forgot to build the camera. So I didn't show the camera, but here we go. So there's a little Lego camera for the crime lab, but you just put the little lens on it. Sometimes you can make it like a telescopical lens and add like just a bigger round piece and then put that light thing on the end. May try to add to it. I'm not sure yet, but there you go. And that extra gray piece. There's extra pieces, but overall this is the set. Here's the quad. If I really wanted to, because the criminal is the one that's supposed to ride in the quad. If I really wanted to, I just put the criminal sitting in their little four-wheeler, and there they are. And there's your, here's your extra pieces. There's even extra headset, or so maybe I could add it to someone or build a scene. And these are cool. I can use now this I'll use for the crime lab. It'll stay with the crime lab, but I could build similar ones like this. They're easy. Buy a few pieces, build similar ones like this for my construction crew. So there you go. We're going to move this all away because the next one is a big build. Now we'll move it just out of the way, so we're not going to, there you go. We're finished with this. It's really cool as far as I know. Yeah, there's nothing else there. Good. Now we have the brick thing, so I'll keep that. But now we're off to the big one. Okay, we're gonna have to. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here we go. Let's get started. Whew, this is a big book. The other book was small. I'm kind of glad I finished it. Finished the first one. But let's open this up and get started. Alright. Here we go. Let's open up this. Alright, move stuff out of the way. Sorry, I stay quiet while I open bags, if you don't know that already. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get started building the person. Here's the policeman, or one of the detectives. I got a lot of policemen in Lego City. So, will I use them all? No. I will not use all my Lego people in Lego City, because even in my Lego City, because I just don't need that many police. I realistically don't. So, good to have them if I need to, and I build a police station where I add them. Yeah, I'll add them. I'll add them as probably police and office workers if I had a chance to build a bigger police. But for now, we're just building this. The crime truck was really for me to extend the idea of having a little bit more, especially with the crime lab for the police. So, and even though it's mobile, it does move. I will not move it much. In my Lego, if I were to display my Lego City, it won't move much. It'll just be as a part of my Lego City. Okay, we're starting to build the truck. So this, from here on out, this is what we're doing. And of course, I hope you enjoy this to the complete end, and as I talk through. So my Lego City, anyway, my Lego City, we just need, we need some. We need a crime lab. Okay, now I would say this, just like any city, we're not pretending that we don't outsource. I mean, I even have a bus transit that will take people outside the city. And so, but it's nice if you could do most anything inside your city without doing a lot of everything outside your city. I mean, that's the goal, right? But unless we're able to finish our Lego City, we do outsource quite a bit, and that's just how it goes. If I'm being realistic, hopefully, you could do a lot there. So people. Oh, hold on. Let's look at this. Okay, yeah, people travel outside, travel in. But if I'm saying anything about it, there's really not a lot of people who travel in. Just because, unless you're just coming outside, because we're not like a famous Lego City. So we're not like, we're not the place to go to. There's nothing especially magical about it right now. There's no like special places to see. It's just kind of like one of those towns off the road. I would say that if you like, I've seen them. They're just kind of like, if you go off the highway, unless you live there, you just don't really go and visit. That's pretty much what I feel about this Lego City. It's not something you go to just visit, just because you want to visit, unless you have someone live there or you live there yourself. So that's kind of how our Lego City works right now. And we have like a few policemen and stuff like that. We have like a few police cars now. I mean, when I used to have a lot more. This is now added, but this doesn't go anywhere. This is not going to really go anywhere. In a big city, this would be a mobile lab, and that's the whole point. You move to the actual crime. You do better things that way. You do better when you're moved to the actual crime area, and not just to the. Obviously, not just have your own in your police station. You would have a crime, and some people do. I've seen some amazing police stations. I had a police station myself at one point that had some basic, some basic like detective stuff, things like that, and so it was really nice. And people built some really nice police stations where they have the crime lab, and and that's awesome. That's really cool. I really like that stuff, but we don't have the luxury of building a beautiful police station. Even Lego tried to do one, which I agreed with. I would say it was one of the best police stations they had in concept. If you didn't have a big space, they had this police set, and I wish I could have got it because it had police, fire, and medical all in one building. The fire had the helicopter, the medical had a little ambulance, and the police had like a police truck or car, and they were all in one building. They all worked together, and so that's kind of like when my Lego City, they all kind of work together in mine, but having this crime lab gives them opportunity to free up some space, and move some things around, because there's also a cell in the back here, and we just put people in our cell. We don't even, like I said, it's mobile for my Lego, because I could add it to my Lego City and take it away and stuff like that. So it's mobile, but I'm not without moving too much. So in the future, if I build a bigger Lego City, it will be definitely probably a mobile lab that I could take and do like NCIS type stuff within Lego City, to where it would be more mobile than it is now. That the plan is it's not going to be much mobile, because I just don't have much room anyway. And the only mobile part about it right now is that I could just take it away, put it there when I want to, and it just adds to my Lego City. Like an unmobile crime lab, by the way. So, there you are. So now we're adding these two big pieces. I don't know how much of this we're going to be building until we get to the end here, or until we get to another bag opening session. But yeah. So it's taking my time, trying to do it a little slowly, not take too much of my time. But you're building, so this is going to be a big vehicle. But yeah, I wish they did this for like medical too. Like you have a medical mobile unit. I think there's some people who've built their own like ambulances, obviously, and some small medical mobile unit maybe. But they don't have that. I wish they would. I can't. That's why I saw the medical airplane. I want to get that, but problem is I have no room for airplanes. I could have a room for a helicopter. So I've thought about helicopters. Like I have a helicopter airport technically on top of my Lego City, so I have a little airport thing on top of it. So that's another way they can get travel back and forth too a little bit. So we just don't have a helicopter right now to travel back and forth. But I would say that outside helicopters would come in. So a little bit. But like I said, it's not a significant city. I'm not pretending it is. It's just not. Number one, I don't have the space. Like there are amazing Lego cities out there that are big and awesome, and it's just cool to see those type of Lego cities out there. And mine is just not that significant. I'm glad I built it. I built it with what I had, and I'm still continuing to Maybe I may still continue and get a few things that I may want to. I could add height to it, so I could add some things to it. But I'm trying to build everything or a little bit of everything what I need here. Let's hold on. Let's move this page. Here, I'll take this off. Let's just be fair about that. I'll take that off. And because I know it's probably going to go on the other side, I'll keep it with me. But it's just like, so having this police thing for my Lego City, if is going to be awesome. It's just going to be, this is going to be what we need, even if it doesn't move. It's just going to be it's going to be an extended crime lab. I have something in my police station. It's not really I don't call it it's like it's just like something that came with the police station I had. Like it had a magnifying glass. It was like a desk you built. And, well, that's what they said, so I'm going to do it their way. That they have it that way, and I hope I did it right. I think I did do it right. Did I? Or is it just... Oh, hold on. I'm losing my mind over here. Again. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, okay, hold on. I'm glad I'm fixing stuff now. Instead of getting into it and finding out the hard way. But, yeah, so having this mobile crime lab is going to be a cool deal. Okay, for my Lego City. So they could solve their own crimes without much help. Okay. There we go. That's better. That is better. Nice. So it's gonna add a lot, and I could do play value is gonna be a lot. I could do some stop motion involving the crime lab. That's the other thing. Yeah, of course you could pretend and say we could outsource it, and you can. You can say, oh, we just outsource it, and you do a small crime. Like my Lego City would have probably said that at one point. In a way, hey, we just outsource our big stuff and in-house our small stuff, because I do have a place where they have like a magnifying glass and they could do a little bit of detecting. This one actually has like a full cool looking crime lab. Like it's really awesome. It really is. It's awesome to have this. I think it has like chemical. It looks like, you'll see as we build it. It's a really awesome set to have, and I was glad to get it on sale. I saw it and I was like, I gotta grab it, so I grabbed it. And I also had a gift card, so that's the other thing. That's the reason why I was able to get it. The gift card covered most of it. I just covered a little small amount of it, so I wasn't unhappy about it at all. I mean, it was awesome. I had an opportunity, So, awesome, right? Awesome opportunity. So I said, hey, I'm going to add, and I could build it for... And then I may set up my Lego City. I've thought about doing another video and sort of setting it up to what it would look like with the mobile units, with some of the mobile stuff on there. So I have actually thought about that as a possibility. So there you go. Okay, so I put in those things. I want to make sure I don't... Oh, here we go. See? This is why it's good to check. I'm trying to check because it's going to be a big build. It's going to be a big build today. Anyway, so, and other things is people can camp around my city. But I do plan to add some apartments in my city, but that's going to take time. I wish I could finish it. My woman was saying to me, you should finish, basically, that I should eventually get to finishing my Lego City. I would love to finish my Lego City. And then I could just, make videos of it, animate it, in a way. And there are people who do that already, I saw videos lately of people animating, with the fire trucks, trying to put out fire, displaying their fire and showing what they can do. And some people have a lot of fire trucks. I used to actually have quite a few fire trucks, to be honest, at one point. But, again, that stuff is not together anymore. I do have a couple fire trucks now. And to be honest, my Lego City cannot... I mean, we could probably fit a couple more or something. But if you're as small as my Lego City, you're not going to have... 50 fire trucks, or 100 at least fire trucks. And some people, will have all that. And I'm glad they do. I mean, they bought it because they liked it. But if I'm being realistically honest, my Lego City won't hold all 100 fire trucks in there. in their arsenal. So, just like this mobile crime lab, it's simple mobile. It can move around. It'll just park outside my Lego City against the wall. Oh, sorry. And stay there. It won't go anywhere. So, because there's nowhere to go. It's just like our city, we don't have, technically in like a city, we don't have much jurisdictions outside of it. I just say the story is, we're rebuilding, we're recovering, and in the rebuild and stuff, we weren't able to afford much land. We don't have the ability to hold much land. So, but we still found a solution through adversity, and we're starting to build in a way. And, we hope we build off and on here and there to the Lego City. And see what we could do from there. Move forward. And see how things work from there. Look at that. So I didn't need these pieces. It's just the way they space them out. So, I gotta pay attention. But, again, the mobile crime lab is a part of that because it can move. And any vehicles we have, like police vehicles, either park up against the building, or probably most of it will eventually move. And anyone who stays long-term outside of what's the residence, which we'll have to determine who's going to live inside the city and how many apartments are going to be there eventually. But anyone else who lives outside lives in RVs and trailers. And right now, some of them, I think I'll say do that. Because I used to have like 2 RVs. I had an RV trailer. I may still have one somewhere. But I do have an RV I'm going to build soon for that same purpose, the mobile Lego City. So, sort of, except for the main building is not mobile. So I plan to do stuff for that, and this is part of that plan. And I was pretty excited. If I could get other food trucks, maybe, I probably would. Here, let's slide this back over. Okay. If I could, I would. So, I saw pizza. I saw some food trucks. I'm like, wow. I even saw the market food truck. Technically, they had a mobile market truck. I kind of wish I could do that, to be honest. If I could, I probably would eventually. But this is what I'm doing right now, and so I'm pretty excited about the opportunity to get what I can. You can't get everything, but you get what you can, or do what you can. I may be able in the future, if I ever have... Here, hold on. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, okay, we already have one on that side. So we're building this up to the end. That's what we're doing. Okay. And they said there's 7. 1. Okay. Okay, let's put these towards the end. Here. And so, yeah. And it's going to be... I don't know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Okay. And then we move along here with whatever the rest of them are. We'll move along here with these 2. And the idea is to make sure that most of the pieces, unless there are definitely a lot of extra pieces, hopefully there are not too many extra pieces, make sure most of the pieces that need to be here are here. But the idea is, again, to grow my Lego City, even if that means a lot of it is mobile, and I just put it away. And right now, a lot of it is will be put away. There's only one mobile thing out, and that's a donut truck. So, like, I have a donut truck and a burger truck, and that's part of the part of the way of adding to the city, too. So I have a burger joint. It's just in a mobile food truck. So that's another way you could go around things if you're building a small Lego City. I know there's a guy who. I did get some inspiration from some different people who've done, like Ninjago, and actually I got my first inspiration, my real inspiration, did not come from either of these people, from those who are doing it. My first inspiration came from an actual town in real life that is actually very small. It is in one building. That's my first inspiration for doing small. Because when I first did Lego Town or City, I actually had a table, so I was able to actually do it. Unlike, that's just how everybody wanted a Lego City at the time, but I was actually able to do it. And so I was hoping to build an actual Lego City. Fast forwarding now, I wanted to do something with Lego at one point again. I've always kind of liked to do stuff with Lego, and so it just kind of I didn't know what to do really, and so and I had several iterations of ideas and stuff like that. Finally, I'm happy to where it's at, and I may make some changes inside the building, but the building of where it's at is going to be where it's at. And part of that was we got a Christmas Lego town. My woman wanted me to display it, and I said sure. So I've sort of been building the Lego city, or what we have of our Lego city there, and it's expensive anyway. So even if you have the space but you don't have the money, you could start out with building like a single tower, and each level is a different thing for that tower. And that's what I did. You can see that on the channel. So, but this is an add-on to that. And I can pull vehicles in and out, and like tow trucks, and so I do have vehicles. I have actually quite a few vehicles now, plenty of cars, things like that. But it's kind of cool just to have this type of stuff. So I put that on there, okay, and then I do that on the other side. Hold on, let's see if we can do this. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it their way. Actually, it needs to face me. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. And then we want to do the same thing we done on that side, except the opposite way. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. Like that? Oh, wait a minute. I did this wrong. Okay, hold on. We'll fix that. Okay, so they want that like that. This, they want to do like, okay, I get it, me dummy, okay, here we go, there we go. But it's going to be really cool to add this mobile crime lab and say, hey, I have a mobile crime lab. It's mobile. That's what it is. I don't have a police station crime lab. It would be cool to do. It would be cool. I thought even if I built, like, my next building, if I had an opportunity, I was able to expand my city, would be put all the medical services all in one building. I don't know which floors would be what, but you'd have, like, maybe a couple levels of hospital floor, and then a couple levels of a police station, or and then fire would be a part of that, and kind of build on the idea of a set that they did do that was a fire, police, and medical building all in one. And it's great for those who don't have the money. I know some people were like, it's a cool set, other people are like, it's not. And if you're not a huge town like mine's not a huge town. If you're not a huge town or a huge city, or especially Lego City, you're not going to be able to fit all the actual buildings in there. So, like, even if I bought the buildings, I would build them right here, but then I'd piece them out. That's what I have to do. I can't keep the building. I couldn't even keep. Oh, here, hold on. We're going too far. I couldn't even keep the building. Okay, that's the reality of it. Okay, I just could not keep the building. Oh, hold on. Okay, they're trying to overstretch. So I could not keep the building. Mobile stuff like this, I'm going to keep this, of course. This is going to be part of but I would piece it out, add it to my mobile center, add it to whatever else, add the computers stuff, even if, let's say, I already have computers for my police station / fire station and medical center. So because I already have some of that, the computers could be parted out for the other parts of the town that need, like, the mayor's office, stuff like that. So it's not a complete. Oh, okay, good. We're getting there. It's not a complete unforeseen idea to say, hey, to part out some of that stuff, to build it, at least for the channel, and then part out. Now, this will not be parted out. This will be a part of my Lego City. And here, okay, that's the top. So it'll be fun. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. My encouragement is watch people who built small Lego cities. Try to find them. They are hard to find because there's a lot of noise with the big ones, and the big ones are awesome. I'm impressed. I mean, there are some great builders out there, right? But don't be overwhelmed by the noise of other people's Lego cities. Like, I know someone did a video like, your Lego city you want like this, but in reality this is what you have. You know, they had like a small train set, a building. You know, they didn't really have a lot. And so you got to start somewhere and got to build. But if you don't have the space, you got to realize, I got to build with what I have. And that's my Lego city. I built with what I had. And I try to keep things organized, though. I didn't build weird color buildings, but not yet. I don't plan to do that, but to go that far. But you can. I mean, it's your Lego city. Remember that. It's yours. It's not anyone else's. It is your Lego city. And so, in my Lego city, I want a mobile crime lab, but I have to build it this way. So there you go. There's that. Okay. Yes. So when you realize that, you know, then it's easier, like, oh yeah, it'd be cool. You know, people spend $1,000 on Lego City, which is fine. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to build. It's great, creative. You know, it's just, I don't have that, and you just kind of build with what you can, with what you have, and it may be a slow-going thing. You hope you finish. I hope I finish the one I have. I'm having a hard time with the idea that I may not be able to ever finish the one I have. And so I think that's part of my goal, is if I had a goal with Legos, is to kind of move towards doing more with the Lego City, to at least finish it. Not saying I would never build like another car set or anything like that, but it would be to do what I'm doing, like, or get sets like this that would add to what I have already. You know, mobile food trucks, mobile whatever that would work for a Lego City, to do things within that Lego City. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Okay. So we're building. Like this, look at this, is the truck bed already. I mean, just this alone is the truck, like how big. It's a decent size. It really is. It's really awesome for it to be that size. I know this video is going to take a while to upload, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I like it. I like the idea because I like the fact I can do this and talk like I'm doing now. You know, talk about building a Lego City. Talk to you, encouraging you to build a Lego City, and there are people say no matter the space you can build on, and I do agree. I didn't used to agree fully because I'm like, well, if you look at, but think about it this way: if you have an opportunity, try to see what base plate you're allowed to have. That's the first thing, and then mills. You look at mills plating. Mills plate it so it's sturdy. Then, because it's sturdy, you can build tower. So, and I did that. You can see my Lego City. You'll see that's mills plated because it adds sturdiness to it. So be able to see if you can mills plate it. And once you mills plate it, then to start thinking about things. Okay, what can I have? You know, how can I do it, but in a smaller form? Like, I can have a police station. It looks like a police station, but it's not as big. I may only have one police officer, a couple. Actually, to be honest, in my police station, I could probably, with the way how big my Lego City is, I could probably get away with running it with 4 people. Okay, I may have a few more in and out stuff with the crime lab that may be greater. So I may actually have a slightly bigger police force, but not by much. And then I just use a few police cars that I have, which I don't have very many anymore. I have some of that I had to rebuild, so I have like 3, but I have a lot of police motorcycles, so I could technically stack that up, and a couple police bicycles too. So I could technically stack some of that up. But yeah, I mean, it's just. And even with this, you know, you could downsize your police. I may not downsize these police much. I may just actually keep within my Lego City. I may keep the mobile crime lab, but just as the mobile crime lab, you know, not, you know. I may not do too much with it. They may just mostly work inside. You know, they'll go out and do the crime stuff while the other police are doing stuff. So I will have a few more police for that reason, but not really. I mean, I mean, I can make some crimes videos and stuff from them, but it's not that big. It's not like I have a huge city bank anymore, or the bank owns its own property. It's connected with the post office, and I don't have a lot of that, and I have only 2 postal people, and you know, you just kind of figure it out. You got, you know, and you know, it's up to you how you build yours, but my encouragement is to at least build one building, instead of a lot of little buildings that one person, their small Lego City that I looked at, they build. a bunch. Here we go. We're adding more pieces. They build a bunch of little buildings, which is fine. I mean, they built it on a shelf or something, and that was their Lego city. I don't even have that. And my way of building it with the tower is also financial. It's one building I can invest in, not like a bunch of different buildings that may not have the money or the Lego pieces to do it. And I'm glad for what I have. I mean, to build more towers, I have to have more bricks, more base plates, and stuff like that to add what I have already. But I did quite a bit. And I'm pretty impressed with what I was able to do. If I could build these really nice fancy buildings, oh yeah, I would. I totally would invest in it. And oh, here we go. Okay, I totally would invest in it and do more in that area. But right now, this is literally what I'm able to do. Okay, that's extra pieces. So we're going to run into a few extra pieces. Okay. So yeah. Hold on, let's see. Do we have it right? Yeah, we do. We have it right. Okay. Alright, let's open up and bag 3. So we'll put the bed down. Look at it. You already see the shape of the truck. So here's bag 3. Okay, open up more little bags. Again, we're being quiet while we do it. And so here we go. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so now we're going to build, we're going to start building. We'll start seeing more as it comes along. Like, there's going to be a little cell back here. That's the reason why, in my city, we don't need huge cells, because we don't have huge crime. You know, if we're being honest. I really don't. So having, like, one massive cell, which it takes up which doesn't take up most of the police station, but it takes up quite a bit of the area of the police station, is not going to be something I need, so I may switch that out and switch it to where the medical center, because I need more medical than I do. And I actually didn't have many doctors. That's probably why I did it. I only had, like, at the time I started building my Lego city, I only had like 2 doctors, but then I ordered this kit. I found these people on Amazon. They're different colored, but they're similar to Lego and stuff, but they had a huge medical. They had like medical jeeps and stuff. I won't build them. I tried. The jeeps fell apart, so I ended up buying actual ambulances and stuff. But the medical people were pretty cool. And I do have ambulance. With the ambulance, I have more medicals there, so I could technically say they also help out. But if they're out there, then they're not able to help out. So anyway, so you know, they're just. Hold on. Let's see if we can find pieces. So, I mean, I do need a bigger space for them, though, and I may kind of try to, I've thought about it, I may move it around and make the cell, because even if the smaller place with the cell, I could still put, like, at the most, I probably could put, like, 4 prisoners in the small area, so I still would have a decent amount of space. I don't need a place to fit, like, 50 prisoners when my city wouldn't justify that too much. And plus, like I said, we would, realistically, in a real thing, we'd outsource to another city, because you can't have everything, especially if you're as small as mine. If we're being honest, and the story is that, okay, hold on. Where is that piece? I'm looking for a piece that's not coming up. Oh, it's a flat piece, so maybe that's why I'm finding the wrong piece. Okay. I'm being an idiot again. Alright, here we go. But it's a small piece, you know. So, so I need to rearrange stuff in my Lego city. So I may do some rearranging there, but I gotta have some of the stuff to do the rearranging, so I'm not focused on it at this time. So I will do it probably eventually. I have thought about making a change focused on... Actually, okay, let's make sure we got everything. I think we did. Okay, I'm making a changed focus towards my Lego city, because I would like to finish it and animate it, because that was my goal all along when I was doing... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. We're not doing it right again. Okay. That was my goal all along. Okay. We need to take a step back. I forgot to add a piece. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to add a piece. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Man, all this stuff that comes off. Oh, here. Fine. I'll use the piece. I can't do it that way. Okay, there I can. Okay. See, that's why they include that piece. Because they knew I'd make mistakes. Man, they're smart. They think better than I do. Okay. And so, okay, hold on. It's good that we have this. Let's make sure. Okay, I was right about it, but I think I put it in the wrong area. That's the problem. I was right with the piece. I just put it in the wrong area. But like I said, so having a mobile crime lab, and think about mobileness of your city. Like if let's say your whole city is basically built off of an idea of mobility. I mean, that's a good way to go. You can put the cars away in a box somewhere, and then bring them out when you want to play with them or when you want to make a city. I always say at least go with one building. That's what I did. I went with one building. Okay. So there you go. I went with one building. And here we're going to put all these pieces on. I went with one building and some mobile stuff, which you could go all mobile. Like I said, it's your choice of a Lego city. But I'm happy for this crime lab thing, and I'm happy to build it for you guys, and I'm happy that I'm able to make this. Towards my Lego city. So good gravy. All right, good gravy. Maybe I'm just talking too much, but this is my Lego people are going to be very happy about this. They're going to be able to solve more of their own crimes when stuff happens. So I will say this: my Lego people are going to be ecstatic about. They're already happy about the ambulances and that they have a fire. Like I said, we have two fire trucks, an actual fire chief police truck, you want to call it, very basic, simple one, and then we actually have a fire engine. So, yeah, that's our Lego city right now. Like I said, some of it we probably have to call out outside resources, but it's nice when you're able to do something like this and you don't have to call out as many outside resources, and you can kind of do it in-house. So that's the whole point of this crime lab, is now we could do a little bit more of it in-house. Not saying that there's a bigger lab. Like I said, I've seen amazing builds with police stations, medical hospitals where they have floors of beds, and oh man, that's so awesome. That would be a cool goal to get to. But that's not us. We don't have that. We're small, and that may not be most of you. You may just say, I don't have a lot of room, but I do have room to have a truck like this. I do have room maybe to build a simple building. Maybe it's money. Also look at money, financial stuff. That's what I try to do. Part of my problem wasn't just the financial, because I may have go with the smaller building. I'm glad I went with the building size I did, but part of it was also the fact that we had these Christmas shops that came with a trolley, and I built it, but I built it before I started this channel. So, and the idea of building these Lego videos for the channel came about, and my woman encouraged me to pursue it more, because I first thought about it. But I just didn't. But she's the one that was the main person that said, "Hey, you should do this," and people would love it. She thinks she was right. So, yeah, and it gives me to talk. It gets me to talk, and hopefully improve my talking as best I can. Yeah, it's cool. It's fun to do all this stuff. So here we go. Okay, so we have this blue piece that just sits in the front here, and we're adding all these other weird pieces to it. Oh no, just on the front. We're just adding another set of these weird pieces. So there we go, along with the other set. Oh, look at that. See, look at that's what I'm saying. It's good. This mobile crime lab is going to be awesome. It's actually a pretty good sized build. I've actually seen bigger with mobile police units and stuff like that. So, and there are. Lego has come out with outside this mobile crime lab with a mobile, like basically essentially a mobile police station. So you could entitle that as part of your deal. Is just have a mobile police truck if you're able to get a hold of one, or build your own. And just so that's up to you. Yeah, it's just just think the process, rethink it. Like say, hey, I want a Lego city, but how am I going to build it financially? And how am I going to do it in such a way that I can still have fun and still have a little Lego city where my Lego people seem like they're happy, and not break the budget too much, or not break or do it over time, but do it in a way that even if you use some off Lego or actual Lego themselves. I say use some off Lego. That's not a bad thing. But even with all that, just say, hey, what's my budget? What can I get at the time? How can I get some things to, even on a smaller scale, to finish? So smaller shop. Maybe they want a food shop. My food shop is going to be smaller than some people. Some people's food shops they bought 2 of those food shops and built, or some of them bought 4, but at least 2, and combined them together, and were able to have a whole, or built the whole first floor as a building. There's a lot of stuff out there if you look, and you can get lost in the confusion, and it's cool. It's cool stuff. But then you can get lost in confusion and go, man, this is hopeless. I'll never be able to build a Lego city because look at all these people. And a lot of those people have money, and so don't look at that. Just look at, what can I do? How can I have fun doing it and enjoy doing it? Something like this, maybe one of your first videos is to show you building it. Maybe you start talking about it. Maybe my first point would be get your base plate that you're able to build on, and build it and try to do a Mills base plate. There's videos on it where basically you just add bricks, and then you add another plate on top so it's solid. And then that's my first advice. And then show that off, or maybe even show a video of you doing it, saying, here, this is me building my Mills plate, and then try to say, hey, this is my idea for a Lego city. I'm gonna build it on this small base plate. Maybe you could build it smaller than mine, and say, hey, this is just my first try, and build that. And then it leads you to something else. Maybe it leads you to another base plate to do the same thing, or mobile units to add to your city like I'm doing now. Anyway, so that's just the food for thought for those who want to build Lego City. Don't get discouraged, because it's easy to. It is. There are people who can build. And I tell you that. I'm amazed. Like I keep saying, there are people outside of this stuff that can build, custom fire trucks, they just know what they're doing. And so it's just it's actually amazing. It's not just kind of amazing, it is amazing. And so you just but you kind of have to go through the noise. There's a lot of noise with it. Not that's bad noise. It's just a lot of noise when it comes to stuff like that, because you're going to expect yourself to too much, and then you're not going to do it because you're going to get discouraged, because you're going to see Joe over here who has like this skyscraper that looks like, that looks like a modern, awesome, thing, and you're like, I can't build like that. It's detailed, and it's just like you're looking at like, I can't do that, and you can't. You may not be able to, but part of doing this, and even doing a Lego this Lego channel, is part of it is just having fun doing it, even if I'm not perfect at it, and I'm not. I'm the least person to be perfect at this. So, yeah. And you could tell I make mistakes on here. I have to take a step back and look at stuff. I make plenty of mistakes myself. So just get out there, have fun. Lego, like video games. That's another thing. They were supposed to be fun. People enjoy them. It wasn't supposed to just be about professionals. It's great when professionals do it, those who are good at it. But even some of them took time. And pieces changed over time. So you could tell cities change over time, where just like Minecraft, things change over time. Games change, so you're able to do more than you were back in a certain time period. And cities change over time. Look at some of the old cities. There are a few people who are dedicated to the old Lego that will build the old classic stuff and have the classic city. And that's fine. So, like I said, as you start looking, you realize, hey, I could build my own Lego city and enjoy doing it. And that's true. You can build your own Lego city. Enjoy doing it. Build it your way. It is your city. And you have a story. Tell a story about it. Tell a story of its beginning. Maybe it went through trials like mine. Mine went through trials. Mine was planning to be a big city. I sort of bought pieces. I sort of had been building over time. Things happened. I moved, stuff like that. And now we're rebuilding from our ashes. And it's a sad truth, but that's the truth of even humanity, is learning to build from the ashes of what happens, and that's a great story to tell, and a great inspiration, hopefully, is to build something great, hopefully. Yeah. So, yeah, let's get started on this. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So we got to put some pieces here like this. I'm trying to show you to the camera. It's also good camera practice. Build in front of it, hopefully. But yeah, it just okay, we'll move that around that way so it looks cool that way. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, never mind. Okay, so you build this one, then you turn around, get the other one, do the same thing. You build two of these, essentially. I'm probably gonna do do the same thing. Build two of them. Lab, love it. It's going to be awesome. My Lego City is going to be happy to see that they have at least a full mobile crime lab. Even the police station, when I had the big police station, I forget the time, I think it was the only one that was there, so it was a big one. It had like bicycle, it came with bicycle more, I know it came with bicycle, it came with like a couple of police, like a police car, I think, and another type of police car or vehicle. I had some stuff. I mean, I can't tell you everything came with, but it came with, and I know it came with police bicycle, police car. I think it came with a few other things. I think I even had a police helicopter at one point, big one too. So like I said, I am building literally from the ashes of my old Lego city and rebuilding a new one that I hope to add to and animate, and this is part of that. I mean, and it's going to be smaller, but at least it's more. The smaller, sometimes, okay, I'll say this, and I do believe it, only unless you have lots of money and you're able just to go out and say, I could do all this, I could just go ahead, then go do it. Awesome, But some of us who don't have a lot of money, we're just building this over time, it's not going to be, okay, hold on, let's put this together. First, I'll just put it together first, and then I'll put it on top. Alright, so some of us who don't... Ooh. Okay, before we get ahead of ourselves on that one, we're going to do this. There we go. And that's only one piece, so it's not a big deal. So I didn't miss anything on that one, but except not putting it in right away. And not real, but I wouldn't have been able to successfully do this. So there you go. This is so far what we have. This is going to be the biggest build. I mean, I already know this is going to be a big upload, but it's worth it. But anyway, and like even tell your story of your Lego City, show, and that's what I love, is the human experience of like enjoying something like this, and you may not have the big Lego City, which is fine, but at least you can build something. And I'm excited about those who can build their big Lego cities. I think it's awesome, actually. I think some of these people are just good builders, okay? I mean, they're amazing, okay? And I recognize that. That's just awesome what people can do. It's just, people are creative, even in a small level, but when you start out, just look at what you can do, and not through the noise. Look at the noise. See the noise. It's awesome. But but don't focus so much on the noise, and focus on what you're able to do and what you're able to build and put together yourself. And then just go ahead and kind of tell your own story. Like I said, I told you a little bit my story here. I may tell more of it when I get to the Lego City part of it better. Just say, hey, we're rebuilding, and we are, and I am rebuilding. And if you really want to know that, you just go to iHome Entertainment, and you'll see, like I said, you'll see the Legos I had. And so I did some of the animation for it at the time. I plan to do more. I was growing and hopefully developing. Things happen in life. Like I said, I moved. I wasn't able to have the space anymore that I had to build my Lego City or do even half the film stuff I was doing back in that day that I could have done. And I wish I did more, but hindsight is better than foresight. I wish I could have done more back then, but I also was going to school at the time too. And I was trying to juggle that and doing that. So, I mean, could I have done more? Maybe I could have done more in videoing. I mean, I am on disability. That's the other thing. That's another reason why I also encourage you. If you're on disability, try it. I mean, it is worth it. It's worth the fun because it gives you something. It gives me a distraction, by the way. That's what I mean to say. It does give me... Okay. This gives me a distraction to do something like this. And that's why I also play video games. You know, it gives me a distraction. I can build stuff. I feel like I'm a part of the world. Even the world I build, whether it's Minecraft world or stuff like that. And even record some of it to the video game, you know, like, so. Okay, so the opposite side. Now I'm going to try to do it this way. Let's see, hold on, where is it? Where is it? But don't get discouraged, and and like I said, don't get discouraged, because there are going to be great people who are going to encourage you, and then there are going to be people who are going to be like, well, that's stupid. And I know those, okay, here we go. I know those type of people. And those are the type of people that and let them be their way. I mean, they may have their reasons for it. I just let them, you just let them be. They're entitled to their opinion. That's how you have to look at it. They're not going to change. The only way you can make people change in this world, as a good advice, the only way you can make people change is by your actions. And even if they don't totally change, at least your actions can speak louder. And your actions, what you do, can matter. Like what you do if you are an appropriate type of person can matter. I mean, and some of those people will never change. But don't go out to get them. Don't go out to say, revenge or whatever. I was listening to other stuff while we're building this. I was listening to other stuff. Your greatest story, this is what I'm getting. Your greatest story can be told besides building Legos and showing that you can build through adversity and build something. But your greatest story can be told as you. How you can go through adversity, through people, the noise of people who would tell you how much you can't do something. Now, I'm saying there is a limit. I'm on disability. I have a limit. I have a heart condition, so it doesn't apply to everything. Don't go out and say, "Oh, I want to run a marathon," and end up in the hospital. So don't do stuff like that. But you could find things like this to do. Find your creativeness, especially if you're on disability or anything like that. Find who you are. And try to do the best you can. Now, some people say speeches like that, like what I'm saying to you, that can be a fairy tale, and it may be. Even if it's a fairy tale, it could be a good one, And so, but what I'm saying is, even with all that, for yourself, if nothing else, start a YouTube channel. Start uploading this cool Lego stuff. Start telling a story of you building a cool Lego city like I'm doing. And, even if it's a small Lego city, and you're only able to buy pieces here and there, but you're actually able to move forward and keep moving forward and keep building. And even if you're not a disability, just do it to get away from the noise, man. There's too many noises. There's too many, there's even a few there's several YouTube channels that I'm not going to mention here, but that sometimes they just speak more noise than anything. YouTube when I started was fun. That's why I loved YouTube, and I love making videos. I still do. There you go. Look at that. So now, sorry, we're going to interrupt my speech. My lovely speech. That's probably not that lovely anyway. To show you that, now we have, this mobile crime lab is good. I could actually add more stuff. I may add more stuff. Now looking at this, how big this bay is, I may add more of some of my police goods in here, like guns and stuff like that. I do have some gun kits and stuff. I thought about getting more, but I may not at this time. I may get focused on getting like a hospital scene and partying it out and building my hospital. That's another thing. You may have to buy, and you can buy some small Lego hospitals. It's not like alternative Lego, call it. Some people are
not big into that. I will use it because I don't have the money, and that's another thing. Build your own Lego City your way. Use what you're able to use. The off-brand stuff isn't that bad. So half the time it's almost similar to what Lego is. You almost can't notice it. I say so. I mean, there's some things you can notice here and there, but sometimes, but some of that off-brand, like at least when it comes to buildings and stuff, if you're parting out for pieces, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not like, you spent like $1 million on it or something. And you don't have that, so I don't. I mean, Lego can be expensive. I get it when it's on sale, or like I said, I had a gift card that paid for most of this. I paid for very little of it, to be honest. So here you go. Again, other side now. So we built this panel, similar as the other panel, and then we put it on this side. It's gonna be cool. So we're starting to get to that. Yeah, like I said, I could use this bay for more. But my mobile crime lab, I can be mobile, and I could move it once in a while if I animate it and stuff like that, and I decide to move my mobile crime lab. But to be serious about it, it may not move much, because there's not much to move to. Most of this crime would be inside the area of the city, and it's a small area, so it won't move much. That's what I'm saying. So this is just my thing, my way of doing my Lego City. But you got to find your... people would say you got to find your purpose, and you do. You got to find your purpose, even in disability, even in struggle. I know it's sad because you hear of people who get into these. I was talking to a friend. He has a heart condition, and I was telling him, and he's seriously thinking about maybe he may have to go on disability eventually, because he's noticing things. He's like, it's just like things that stop him, things that shouldn't. And I'm like, pick up gaming. He always plays games. Pick up filming. You could still do something. Build a computer once in a while for someone. You can make a little extra money. You're not. So, but pick up making videos or something. Do something that doesn't stress you out or your heart or whatever. And sometimes you have to. Sometimes, And so that's my encouragement is because of my process. Of going through this struggle. I'm on disability. I've been on it pretty much all my whole life. I don't have much. I don't have many people throwing me bones, okay? But I don't need all that. What I need to do is do stuff like this, make videos, have fun, enjoy life, man. I don't need to be a billionaire or millionaire or trillionaire or anything. I could still enjoy life and still have my own little minor successes through it all by what I'm doing right now. Look at that. That is cool. That is cool. That is awesome. Okay. I'm interrupting some of my thing, because the whole focus is to build a Lego City. Or to build this thing for my Lego City. But, okay, here we go. Let's see. 8. Oh. See, we're getting to the stickers now. Oh, man. I can't. It's going to be interesting to see these stickers. And I'm not great at placing stickers, by the way. So if you comment, hey, it's not level. But I'm not the only one I see it on Lego. I want to be a perfectionist. But me wanting to and doing it or being it are two different things. So, yeah. We're not going to go there. But, okay. So there you go. Here you go. We're just adding some stuff to it now. Okay. But continuing my little speech as best I can so I don't forget it. You got to find what you can do. You got to. And it's so sad to see when people, and it is, it's not fun to have any health issues or stuff that prevent you from living in a normal-ish society. Some people would say you're not missing much. Maybe that's true, because the way society does act. But in some ways, you feel like you're missing a bit. But it's going through the noise. It's trying to say, hey, what do I do with whether people are mean to me, whether people... Actually, I tend to ignore people that are just, I don't try to engage too much with anyone. A lot in that area, because there are people who just, I don't know, they just aren't happy people. So, and they just kind of like to be negative or act like they have the key to everything in the world. Anyway, so here we go. Ooh, look at that. See? Look at that. That is so cool. Okay, we're going to put that on like that. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now it's coming together, guys. It's coming into focus. Hold on here. Here. Come on, focus. There you go. It's coming into focus. Look at that. That's a beautiful truck, by the way. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed already. Look at that. That's the mobile crime lab. That's my. Oh, I'm glad I did this. It's gonna be a part of my mobile city. Okay, so we're done. We're done with that bag. We're not done with the deal. We're done with that bag. We're getting another one. Like, again, I'll say it again. Sorry for the silence. Okay, here, hold on. We'll move that piece out of the way. There's a person up there. I'll probably put the same person up there. We're getting to build our people. Okay. Okay. Let's find her legs. Yeah, her legs. It is a her. I don't want to miss. Okay, where is it? Where's her legs? Where's her legs? She had legs. Where's her legs go? Legs. Oh, there they are. They're blending in. There she is. Here, and I'm trying to develop with what I have, but being on disability, you don't have a lot. So, and you do use what you have. This is what I have. Oh, you can see her pretty decent. And so if I have a chance to improve, I improve. But right now, I have what I have, and at least I'm glad to make videos. And so, but my encouragement really is just to tell people. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do this. My encouragement is just to tell people to, you gotta do something. You can't live in your own echo chamber, and you can't allow people to. I mean, you could, I guess, but you can't allow people to. Here, hold on. I think we're missing something. Why are we missing something? What are we missing? Oh, I think I screwed up. Not too big though. Okay, I'll move it over. There we go. I screwed up. I moved it over. There we go. See? Told you I screw up. Okay. But I fixed it. And it wasn't that hard of a fix, so there we go. We'll continue building. There you go. Now, this is going to be a long video, so I'm sorry if I'm doing long speeches and stuff like that, but, it gives me... But I just see things, I see things in life. I see things in how people are, what happens to people. So this is going to be a nice little cell for them, for my Lego City. And maybe it's just a basic holding cell, but it's going to be worth it. Okay, so... it's just, and you kind of, I'll tell you something. I went through some hard things, okay? I had a friend betray me. I had a lot of stuff. I also had to move. My mom's second husband was not a great person by any stretch of the imagination. And so, her first one passed away, so it's like she just like, she did get married. I think she regretted it a little bit later on, realizing what he was like. But but even through that, I still managed to do some filming, things like that. But you kind of, sometimes things happen. I wish I could have continued filming. I would love to. I love making videos. So, but it just happened, and things happened, and I also moved, and I lost stuff. But I thought I lost some of my film. I didn't. I actually I have all my filming stuff as far as I know. But now I'm making videos again, and all of a sudden I got started, and it's been a great journey. It's been like, wow, I wish I would have done this the whole time. So so that's why I say it. I'm coming from a perspective, let people try to knock you down. You can't change everybody. All you can do is change yourself. And that's what people forget to say. I know there are people who believe it, but there's people who forget to say, only you have control over you. Everything else can be considered noise. Only you have a say in what you do. And, here, I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, it is that way anyway. But only you... Here, let's put this in the way. Only you can... In the end, like, what someone would say to me is only you would have control over you. I guess. I mean, I may say it the wrong way. You may have a different saying. Say, Brian, no, dummy, it's this way. Okay, I get it. But the basic point of the view is some people. And it's true to a point, but some people don't like you because I think of what I would say is because of what you can do. Like you know, some of these people have their own. Some of these people are coming from bitterness and have their own life issues, which I'm not saying their life issues don't count in a way. But some of these people do come from some bitterness. Okay, I switch back because I needed to build onto this already. So there you go. And I probably need to do the other side. Where's that blue piece? Blue piece. And you gotta just let them do it. Because let them be bitter. Their world is probably, sadly, their world is probably falling apart on them. They failed at other stuff. They aren't doing as well. Even through the fake laughters and their so-called success. Not everybody. There are good, successful people. I've noticed lately a lot of so-called successful people aren't as successful as you think they are. They have a lot of issues. They're either close to being fired from jobs. A lot of bitter people, I've noticed, some of these bitter people are close to being fired. They're barely able to keep on what they have. And it's not to be mean or not to be, it's just that's the truth. That's the reality. And you're just in their way. And you could be successful and they don't like to see that. And your goal shouldn't be to go, I want to be successful. I'm going to be macho man, you know. Your goal, and my goal, is just to live and just to move on and do stuff. Even if this never succeeds, even if my YouTube channel never really totally succeeds, at least I did something. At least I didn't sit there and just wonder if I could have done something. I'm back here again, and I plan to stay as long as as long as the world will allow me with my health issues and all that. And I plan just to keep moving forward and doing the best I can. And that's what I'm trying to say. Don't allow, it's not a pity party. Yeah, I did go through. I had a friend who turned against me and stuff like that, and that spiraled and stuff like that, and it's just, and basically stole our film that we were going to make, and it just stuff like that happened. But I could either be upset about it, which, do I have the right to be? Yeah, you would say I do. I mean, yeah, but do I continue being upset about it, or do I continue building on something and doing this, having fun? Look at, almost done. But that's why I'm trying to try to be encouraging while I build these things. That's another thing, is I do try to say other things. I'm not always perfect at it. Don't let me say, well, you could have said it this way. I probably could have. You could put it in the comments. But I want to encourage people. And I may not be perfect at it, and I'm not. But I can at least still try. Because if I don't try, what do I gain? Okay, I don't try. Okay, what does it gain me? I can't hurt myself anymore, or have myself be hurt anymore, unless I try and do something and move forward and allow people. You gotta sometimes allow people. That's the other thing. Allow people to be what they want to be. There's 5. Okay, we're getting there. Now we're adding more stickers. So and that's actually pretty good size. Sticker stuff, so it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, folks. Oh yeah, so just to let you know, my police station, or not my city does have a gas station. It has a gas station. It's built into the city, and that's another thing. You do that yourself. You can see you can see the video of it yourself of what I've done. Oh yeah, there's some questionable crime, lab stuff. Oh, this is cool. I like this. This is going to add to what I have already. I already have a little bit of investigation in my police station. I think part of the desk where the police secretary works. Okay, I may just leave this the way it is. I can't get that undone, but at least it's there. Prior to where she works, there's a thing where a magnifying glass in that lab where she gets to look closer at documents and stuff. And there's a few little document thing that came with it to make it look like that they're investigating a crime. So. It's really cool. This is awesome. I forgot to put a piece over here, so I'm gonna put a piece over here. And there's one more police piece, and I know there's gonna be one more. So I'm jumping the gun. I'm sorry, but I'm excited. There's one more. I was right. There's one more. Okay, so it's gonna be 6. I think, is it called 6? 6. It says 6. Okay, 6. Man, I gotta be careful because I'm jumping ahead. But I did see it, so I wasn't too. So yeah, we have a gas station, but the gas station is also a charging station because the charger came with one of the vehicles. I think I only have a couple, if I'm being. I only have like a couple, and I don't see Lego doing it much. I mean, they've done it here and there, but I only have like a couple of Lego pieces that are oh yeah, like the, anyway, like I said, this is going to be add to my city. Just this mobile crime that was going to add a lot to my city. But there you go. There's the stickers. I don't put them on very good. There's the stickers. And here you go. There you go. There you go. There's the stickers there for that side. And there's the stickers there on that side. See? Look, it's coming together. It's adding. I'm excited. I'm sorry, folks. I really am excited about this. This is going to add a lot to my Lego city. Okay, and there's people it's going to add. But I may not be able to add all the people in my Lego city, obviously. Oh, okay. So there's that. Okay, let's make sure we're not ahead. I'm trying to be careful. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, it's just across here. Okay. There we go. It's just across that area. There we go. Nice. I like it. I really do like it. That's really kind of cool. Okay. So now I open up this. Now I go to the next page. Okay. Let's see where we're headed with this. Okay. So it's the desk. So we're going to, I guess it could be the coffee maker. Oh yeah, there we go. There you go. The coffee maker. I think that's what we're building. Okay. I know you can build them, and that's another thing. Look at, those people will show you how to build stuff like this, and you can build half of your. If you had the pieces, you just. There you go. Yeah, right. Coffee station. There we go. Everybody needs the police need coffee and donuts. That's why I'm glad I have a donut truck. Then they're happier. There you go. But yeah, you just gotta find and just do YouTube, and that's when I came back on YouTube. I kind of regretted I quitted. Okay, I kind of regretted I stopped because when I did YouTube, I enjoyed making videos, no matter what. And I've had people come in and out of my life throughout the years anyway, So it's like, I had people when I first started filming. There were a few people who helped me, because they saw I was passionate and I did it. I did it for church. So, so that's why I said whether people come and go in your life, my determination is to just keep going forward, through the noise, through all that stuff. And that's what you got to do. You got to keep. There you go. Looks like a little container. You have the clear piece and a white piece on top of that. It's kind of cool. And so that's what I'm trying to say. Just, and I learned this, and just like with me doing this Lego build thing, let people be people. Let people be. If someone wants to be mean to you, let them. You don't have to stay there with them. I mean, God would even say that. You don't have to, this is where people even forget about the Bible. I think there's a great interest again in the Bible, and I'm actually excited about that. But Jesus actually had some wisdom. And some of the church doesn't even talk about that wisdom. They kind of go on their own rants and stuff. And again, you got to go through all that noise. You got to just, let the noise happen. Oh, 7. So we're going to put this on. Okay, so another sticker piece, and then here. Let's try to get this on here. Let's see here. This is similar to what I did when I did the first. Oh, hold on. What I did when I did the first police station I ever built is they had like sticker type tiles. I forget if I put the stickers on or not, but they had stuff like this for like your crime. Oh, hold on. For like your crime. There we go. For like your crime, like what your basic crime stuff was in a police station. I even have a picture booth, I think, in one of my police things. Yeah, I think I have a picture booth in there. So for them to take pictures, even in my current police thing, yeah, I have like a area for the pictures, which also shares an area with the fire department. But the fire department's mainly job is to be out on the fire, so they just have an area to hold some of their tools and stuff. But they still use. That's just how it is in my Lego city. They still work together, so awesome. I mean, there's not very many of them. That's partly why. And there are some cities that tend to share buildings. You know, they'll tend to because your town is not big enough. You know, your city's not big. So that's how you can build a Lego city. Is when you're not big enough, you either do stuff like this, which partly that's what's going to add to my police station and stuff. And I may have to organize some stuff in a different way. But here, let's build this up too. Okay. I need to build the. I went ahead a little bit, but it's not far ahead. I just wanted to finish this off. There you go. There you go. See that you're just building in the crime lab, and it's more of a crime lab than what I have. I'm kind of really actually excited about it. And here's a. Now we're building like this little magnifying glass, or not magnifying, but telescope thing, with binoculars and stuff. And now seeing how I could build this, I could probably build 100 of these things and use them for like the medical lab. So if I have the pieces on, I may have some pieces to do that. So there you go. There's your like your crime lab. You can even use it for like your little medical hospital. It's great to have a few sets because sometimes they'll give you ideas or you can look up on YouTube, stuff like that. So yeah. But again, like I said, be encouraging, and you're not going to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not. But, some people themselves like to use that and say, well, because you're not perfect, they try to make you a disgusting person, and you're not. When you're not totally, sometimes they're more disgusting than you are. But that's not the point. The point isn't to go after anyone, and that's just keep moving forward. Like, hey, I'll make this happen. I'll make something happen in spite of. There you go. We're adding a roof on. Part of the roof on. I'll make something happen in spite of what happened to me. And that's what you got to kind of tell yourself. I got to move. I got to just do. And don't do anything for revenge. Just do stuff. Like, you don't need to be revengeful. Just like say, hey, I'm doing this for me. You don't need to be revengeful. Just do stuff. Just keep your life going. If they're mad they're mad and you end up doing something well, let them be. Yeah, I mean, it says something more about their character if they're, and issues that they're having, and maybe they're, they have to learn. We each have to learn. We each have to learn to grow and do things, and maybe you could say, hey, at least I'm fixing my stuff, but you don't need to tell them that. Don't tell them. Don't go out and brag about how better you are because we're not. I'm not better. But I have a will to move forward to be better without having to tell people I am better because I'm not. I just want to better myself, better your life. Do what's right. And actually, there's sometimes the old sayings, you listen to some of these people who say this type of stuff and they're right. Do right no matter what. And sometimes doing the right thing, maybe even walking away from toxicity and saying, hey, but don't be mean about it. Don't go around. See, that's what some people forget is that they'll walk away from toxicity, but they'll act there. I was told this by some guy on YouTube. You gotta make that's. You got to make your life decision, but if you walk away from toxicity, do it in a right manner. Don't leave being the jerk. Be a good person. If you have to leave, but don't make the unnecessary noises when you leave. Just don't make them regret that you just leave. Say hey, I can't hang out with you anymore, whatever it takes. But also be careful with that because some people. The reason why I say be careful too is some people act like there's toxicity when there isn't in their relationships, and so don't be that person either. Don't go around thinking, well, you're toxic because I think you're toxic. It's just like that doesn't work. That's not a good way to do things. Okay, here we're gonna add to the back now, the railing part of it, and there's gonna be a few pieces left over, which is fine if that's what it is. So far, look at that. See, look at that. That's the prison. So that's why I say, I could hold prisoner temporarily there. So I may rebuild. I'll probably have to buy a basic medical hospital. I have one that I'm eyeing out. That's like $20 and stuff. So I may have to buy a basic medical hospital to kind of finish inside my Lego city and rearrange some of that so the medical people can have a little more room. The police has plenty of room. So. And the medical just needs a little bit bigger space so I can do more to help people, stuff like that in my Lego city. So I'll see how that goes. But here, we're getting there. Sorry about my talks, but We are building, so. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're going to open up. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This should make the 5th person that's in here. We're going to open this up. I move the vehicle off to the side for now. I'm going to be quiet while we open this up. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, so back to our conversation. Well, we're going to be building a person here, so let's build the person. First, before we completely go back to our conversation. Okay, here we go. It's kind of nice to talk, you know? It's just kind of nice to talk on video. Oh, here's some donuts again. We may be adding them to... if there's a place to add them on the table, I might do that. Just because, you know, police love their donuts. Let's see here. Where is this? Where's this hat? His hat. Oh, hold on. Let me move the vehicle out of the way. That may help me. That may help me. Okay, where's the... Oh, nope, don't want to run away donut. Where's his hat? Oh, there's his hat. There we go. Okay. So there's his cap. That's pretty much it on him. We have plenty of criminals, because they come with every police station, basically. And some police sets. Oh, come on. Come on, camera. Maybe he doesn't like the orange or something. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, there. That's the best I could do with him. Like I said, if I had a better camera for that part of it, I could get him even closer. But it's what it is. That's why I said you gotta get started somehow. You know, not everybody's born with a huge amount of money and wealth, and I mean, there you go. Okay, so we're back to actually building, and I moved the people over. So there's basically, I'm gonna probably use them in my Lego City as the crime technicians, and they just all run within the lab, and then you know you have your police that go out and do stuff. So I may have a little more police than what would actually be in a small Lego town because of the crime lab and stuff, but it's still cool. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put a gray piece on top. You're just building onto the vehicle now. I'm actually, this is exciting for me. This is exciting. And like I said, you gotta keep moving forward. And you gotta be careful even if you, let's say you ended a relationship, you gotta be careful. Don't be a toxic person. Don't be the person that you get talked about later on and said, hey, I just wish this person would have been nice to me, explained things, or, you know, that doesn't look good. You know, because then you become their, you know, bad story. You know, if you do things, you gotta do things appropriately, and you also gotta make sure your ducks are in the row. Maybe they are having a bad time themselves. So, my word of caution is don't just go around ending relationships because you said, oh, someone on YouTube says I need to better my life, and you're part of the problem, and boom, and you know you don't want to hurt people. My goal is not to hurt people like they hurt me. My goal is just to do the best I can. Doesn't mean I'll be perfect at it, but to do the best I can and to build positivity. Well, be positive in relationships and stuff like that to the best of my ability. And I'm not going to be perfect, but that's a promise you can make to yourself through all the noise, through all the, even the hurt and all that, to be able to build something and to just move forward. And if someone gets mad that you're doing well, don't return it. Just say, okay, cool. You know, like, they have to deal with their own demons. You don't need to add to it. Yeah, we all have to deal with our own demons. We either going to move forward and deal with it, or we're going to, you know, decide that we're going to allow them to take over. And we don't need to be each other's demons. People have enough, we have enough of our own demons to kill several cows, probably. Okay, so I did that. now we're going to get to this blue piece stuff. Now, I think it's a 4-piece, so let's look at for 4 blue piece. But pick up this stuff if you're, especially whether you're on disability or not. I always say that for people with disability because I am, and this is what if I have a chance to do this, I love doing this, especially in the winter. Mostly I could do this in the winter because my camera would focus on the AC and you would never hear me. So where I'm able to build this is the AC is loud and it's just, but we need it. I need it for me. We need it anyway, but I need it especially for me and stuff like that, especially in the summer because, you know, with my heart condition and all that, I actually do need to be careful. So that's another thing. That's what sucks. Don't ever have a heart condition. Now, I act like I say it with acting like you had a control over it. I don't have control over it. So but if you don't have one, be glad you could do other things. Whether you have one or not, but you can still build with Lego. This is sticker 4, by the way. See, we're getting down to stickers. See, we're finishing up. We're finishing up a little in a way. By the end of this, it will be a it'll be a cool vehicle that'll be in my Lego City. Like I said, if they had a medical version of this where you could have like a mobile medical lab or something like that. Oh yeah, I totally would buy into that. Like I said, there may be some changes in my Lego City eventually, so I'm really seriously thinking about it. I would like to pick up and build again, but I may actually go in and see what I can do to make some changes. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. So, but for now, the future holds that I'm able to build this Lego set and actually be good at doing it. So, or sort of good. I'm not that good at doing it. I have fun doing it. That's the difference. That's not for me. I'm not good at it, but I have fun doing it. So, I'm okay at it. I'm okay with being okay at it. I'm not... Okay, hold on. There's a black piece. Yeah, I'm okay with being okay at it. I mean, it's what it is, it's life. As long as people enjoy what I do, have fun with what I do, what's the harm, right? So, and yeah, what's the harm? What's the harm in enjoying life and trying to do the best you can and just kind of going with the flow a little bit. So, and and finding your peace. Legos give me peace a little bit. Legos, well, a little bit. They actually do a lot in a way. But they give me peace. It's fun to have. Oh, that's in the back. Okay, so this is on the front, though. So there you go. I'm putting this piece on. Okay, this is on the back. So this piece we just built with the sticker and all that, this goes on the back. So here you go. So there you go. The prisoner can now be secured in this area. So now we have another holding cell. And to be honest, in my Lego City, yeah, we can hold prisoners, but depends. Like, if it's a long term, we don't have a prison, like some people do. So we'd go to the next big city that we're able to go to and drop off our prisoners there. So there you go. That's how we would do that, if I'm being realistic about it. Now, because we don't really actually have a high crime rate, because our city is small, very small, so we really don't actually have a high crime rate, that... we'll double up. We're doubling up on stuff over here. Let's see here. I'm looking for a red piece, clear red piece on top. There you go, clear red piece on top. And I'm trying to build a camera. I do have it, but I also tend to try to build towards myself. Okay. But sorry for that mistakes, but I am also trying to show you my truck. I may show you this after I put this piece on. So far, what we've done. Here we go. There we go. Try to find things to talk about. But, so yeah, my Lego people are going to be happy. I wish they had a medical truck like this, exactly this size. That would help. It would really help. Because look at the crime lab. This crime lab is going to help my Lego City a lot. So, and there's a cell in here. So I'm pretty excited for what I can do with it. So I will make some changes in my actual Lego City. And see, that's another thing. You grow. You make changes. You're like, oh, I could do this differently. I could do that differently, So, here, let's put these gray 1 pieces over here. And then let's put this piece over here. See, there you go. Put top on the top piece. There you go. We're just starting to build up the top of the truck. Okay. Here we go. Here we go again. Cheese wedges. Okay, where's the cheese wedges? Cheese wedges. I like smooth vehicles, so they've been doing that a lot with Legos. It used to be like you can see all the studs, but now sometimes by the end of this, you may see little to no studs, which I do kind of like that. I like the smoothness of vehicles now, but I also like the old classic vehicles too. I have a few of those. Right now, I have, I think, one that's actually still built, a police car. That's one of the old classic police cars. So I still have one of those. So that's pretty exciting. I forget, I think I bought it offline sometime from someone. And it was really awesome. It was another police station, but it was a dock. Came with a dock. I don't have that together anymore. I have the pieces of it. Again, I don't even know if I have the structures for that anymore either. But I have the pieces of it. So I'm pretty excited. I at least have some. I have the police car left, so I'm pretty excited about that. So that's one of the little police cars I have. So basically, as far as I know, I have like 3 police cars left in my Lego City. But with the way my Lego City is going right now, I don't need more than. Technically, I don't need more than 3. I also have quite a few police motorcycles and stuff like that, old ones, and the newer versions of the different police motorcycles. And I have a police bicycle. I have 2 of those right now. But I actually have, So, there we go. That's my Lego City in a nutshell. Now I could add all the vehicles in. I probably have a little bit more ability to add like some of the motorcycles and stuff. So the police in my city could technically all have their own little police vehicles, if you include the police motorcycles. So I could do a little bit more. I don't know realistically if I would add all of them in my city right off the bat, because space would be at a premium. And even if I say I park, and I'd say I park outside the city, I couldn't have all the police operating inside the town. Even on the little bit of road we would have, like I said, we mostly operate in our jurisdiction, in our city, not so much outside the city. And so, when you consider that, you realize you don't have much space. So this mobile lab is able to be mobile, but I'm able to just use it for when we do have crimes in our city. And the crimes can be solved pretty quickly, I think, in our city. And even quicker, especially with DNA and all that stuff. So having this mobile crime lab for our small city will be awesome. It's awesome. Okay. So, let's see. We did this. We added all that stuff to it. Okay. So now, we're building more stuff. Oh, boy. This was an awesome set. This is an awesome set. It's going to be an interesting video, but it's an awesome set. So, let's just put these gray pieces on there, flat pieces. We're building up. I mean, this is, by the end of this, I think you'll agree with this. This is a cool set. And actually, it's a cool set, in my opinion, especially for any Lego city. Whether you're a big one, if you're a big one, you're going to use it as a mobile crime lab. And if I were to build more to my police station and had an inside crime lab as well, this would definitely pick up the space for being able to move even more so. And I would plan to do that if I could. I'd plan to move it more. I mean, that would be the goal, that I could, if I built a bigger Lego city and built onto it, and actually, built a bigger, even if the police station was just a big police station, it would be really awesome. Okay, so here we go. So we have this, and we just kind of put that in there. That's what it looks like. And it could come down, see? So there you go, there's your stair. That is cool. Okay, and then it just goes up. There you go. So yeah, boom, to boom. Okay, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it so far. Like, it's awesome. Look at that. Yeah, my Lego people are going to enjoy their new police crime lab. And my hospital people are going to enjoy it too, because then they get a bigger space now for the hospital portion of things. So, put this on the bottom. Hold on. We gotta make sure we got it right. First, we'll put the 2 pieces in here. Where's the other piece? So I get it perfectly in the middle. 2 other pieces. Sometimes you have to do things differently just to make sure so you don't screw up too much. Here we go. There you go. There we go. Sometimes you got to stop. You build onto the truck, then you stop. Then you build a piece here and there. Now I'm going to flip this over, I believe. Well, wait, hold on. Is there any piece? What happened to the piece underneath it? Or is that this? Something. Oh, okay. It's something we have to build. Okay, so, and then you build pieces of pieces. Like I'm doing now. I'm building a piece to build another piece. Two. And here, there's another one. Where's the other gray piece? It's probably going to go like something like this. Each one on each side. There. And there. There you go, folks. There you go. I'm glad to get this out of the way before Christmas. That's the other thing. I wanted to build it anyway, but I'm glad to get it out of the way for Christmas because it was the big box out of any of the others. Now, I do plan to build some of the others before Christmas possibly because we need to make room because we put up our Christmas tree on a table. So I need to make room for that this year too, which we always do every year, which is awesome. It's awesome to celebrate Christmas. And yeah, and have fun in your life. You'll celebrate. Don't forget to celebrate. Even during this hard times, you can at least have a good meal, maybe give each other simple gifts. You know, at least you showed you cared for your loved ones. I mean, you know, at least they got something, right? I mean, you hear stories of, you know, old people they'd give what they could, maybe like even if it was an orange that was rare or something, you know, like, you know, people have struggled, but we still managed to you know, figure out how to enjoy life and have fun and, you know, maybe if it's a gift of a meal, maybe you play games together. You know, a lot of people have games, so it's not hard. Computers, you know, maybe you make a resolution for yourself to try to do what you can, at least find enjoyment, even if that means doing YouTube videos like I do. That's a distraction, and just do it because you love it. I do it because I love it, but I also do it. You know, it gives me a way to connect to the world. You know, and then if something happens from it, cool. I mean, I'm glad when people watch my videos. Thank you. If you're watching my videos, thank you. I do appreciate it. It means the world to me. But I'm also glad for the fact that I'm able to just enjoy life. You know, you can't. It's always boggles my mind, and it probably will it may not always boggle my mind, but boggle my mind that people are just so, like, we cause so much stress for ourselves. And I understand the world is stressful. I mean, it's not like the world doesn't give us things to stress about. But we stress so much that sometimes we don't see clearly things ahead of us or appreciate what we do have. We're always, you know, and that's the thing. Just appreciate what you have. Appreciate what you're able to do. And have fun doing it. Okay. So here we go. There's that. Okay, and then we're going to do that. There's some interesting Lego pieces out there, by the way. While we're talking about Lego or doing this, those are interesting pieces. But hey, they make Lego. It's awesome. So this is my peaceful and awesome way. I'm glad to build this stuff. Man, this was a piece. Look at that. This was a piece to build. That's fun. Look at that. That's a piece to build. Okay. So here we go. As far as I know, I didn't make any mistakes yet. Oh, this is the console. That is interesting. That's going to probably... Oh, cool. So that's something for this vehicle. Okay. Hold on. So they want this way. So there's 2 keyboards. See, this is what I like about Lego. If I got any more keyboards, I would probably... So you want to face them you want to make sure you look at the keyboards and face them like not upside down, or, you know, because there is a way for keyboards to look like actual keyboards. Of course, again, it is up to you, but I'm going to put them in like they were actual keyboards. Then I would do that, and then I would put a cup on this side. I already put a donut on that side, and I guess there's like some weird mouse thingy. I'm going to say it's a mouse. That's probably their intention for it. It's just a weird flat piece that just kind of looks like it could be a mouse. Over here. Oh, and there's another one, but it's on the other side of it. Okay. So they're just trying to kind of make it look different. Okay. You can make it look even if you want to, probably. You could probably switch the donut and put it more towards the center along with the mouse. But I'm going to try to do it their way. I can always move it later if I want to. If I want to make things look perfect. But first I got to find that piece. Okay, let's move that stuff out of the way. Okay, where's that piece? Where's that piece? Okay, here's the piece. There's an extra donut, so I could either include it in the donut shop, something they could sell as extra donuts, or even in the bakery and stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll figure that out. I have an extra donut, so that's fine. Okay, there's your console. Now let's look at it this way, not the way I was trying to build it. Look at it this way. All right. So we have all that. Okay, the coffee station. Also, we have all this. Okay. So now, we flip it back this way again. But before we do that, we got to, let's see, get this piece. And we got to find this piece. We got to find this piece. So, we got to we got to put this piece together. Actually, I have a feeling it's going to be this way. And I probably am right about that. Okay, then we got to put it on here, like this. And I have a feeling we're doing the same thing on the other side. So where's that other piece? I'll put that out of the way so I can find this other piece. Okay, there's the piece. And there's the piece. So we're doing the same thing except, okay, hold on. I want to make sure I do it right. You know me, I gotta have the fun way of doing things. But it's Lego, that's also, have fun. You know, that's the point of Lego, is have fun doing it. Okay, hold on. I may have to fix this. Okay, no, it's gonna be the other. Here, hold on. So we got to do it. No, let's do that the other way. We gotta do it this way. Okay. I think that's correct. Yes, it's correct. Okay, I'm just being a little nuts over here. Okay. That's correct. I just be a little nuts over here. Finally got the piece on. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Both of them are on. Then we go here. And okay. So we got them both on. Yep, we do. So now we're built again. We build another little piece to make a bigger piece. You always have to, it's always fun. You stop, you build something, you stop, and then you find another piece that you have to put together. And I have to do that with both of these. Just find another piece. Okay, it's getting down there though. And then what we do is, with that in mind, you face this towards me again. We face this towards me like this. With that in mind, we put this building thing. We build it. Okay. So now, okay, they say I add this to this. So it must be I add this to this. So it just opens up. So it's not, it's able to move, so adding this to this, it's able to add the moving part to close this, I guess. That's what it looks like. It looks like that's what they're trying to do with this. Or wait, hold on. It may be more like, oh no, it looks like it's like that, I guess. Huh. That's what it looks like. They show it adding to the truck. Okay, so yeah, it's okay. Hold on. I may be wrong on this. Oh, actually, it's more like this. Yep, I was wrong. Okay, so it's more like that. Okay, folks, I was an idiot. It's more like that. Okay, I flipped it around. I put it this way, so because it's flush against the truck. I was like, it's not flush against the truck. Well, it's more like that. Okay, I told you I was like, I wasn't thinking. Some of you would probably say, Brian, it's the other way. It's the other way. Yep, and you would be right. Now, we do add another piece. So, here we go. Oh, okay. So the piece should be, okay, they do say there's a top to that piece. Let's see, hold on. Oh, that covers. Oh, okay. So first of all, let's see how this goes. First of all, it looks like that there's these pegs, and there's two of them. So I shove this one into that one, boom, take this cover, place it on top, and the peg is shoved in, okay? Then I take another peg, shove it in on the other side. So I take another peg, go in the back here. I should show this, but go in the back here. Here, hold on. Come on.
Come on, camera. Come on. You can do it. Come on, camera. Okay, take this peg. Shove it in the back. Bam. There you go. Now I'm going to have to cover that side up too. So, according to the instructions, let's move the structures where I can see them better. I've been building sort of okay that way, but then I take this other piece, the same gray piece that I put on the other side to block the hole. Now we're going to pick up the back of this, because we can. See that holes? We don't want to see the holes. So we want to act like the mechanism is hidden. Okay, so there you go. Kind of like if you build professionally in Minecraft or play really well in Minecraft and you want to hide stuff, the greatest mech in Redstone, in my opinion, is one that is hidden. You can hide in a building and you don't really notice there, but it functions. So, there you go. That's what we do. Okay, so we stuck those in. That's awesome. It probably helps hold it better. Anyway, so, now we move forward. Let's see. What? Oh. See, oh, cool. Look at that. So you can put that away. So, okay, so now they want it away. Okay. Okay, so that's cool. There you go. So, I mean, if you're playing with it, you just pop it in. See, and I like those. I do use stuff like this, like these clear things for my buildings, so I can pop off my buildings easier. And so that's what they're doing. So that's what the clear stuff. You can pop off, and just it's easy, so you're not tearing apart your Lego, just trying to close it. Okay. So we're going to close it for now, like they did. We're going to shove the truck off to the side a little bit, because it's getting big. It's a big truck. It was a big box. That's why, it's another reason why I'm trying to get ready for Christmas too. I want to get ready. I want to, oh man, I just want to get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you may have to count like I am, like a crazy person. Make sure it's in the middle. And then you kind of open up, but you need it to be in the middle anyway. So, there you go. So a lot to say there, folks. A lot to say there. Okay, so here we go. We're putting this big piece. Sorry if I haven't showed every little thing. I try. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I enjoy doing this. That's what the fun part is. Okay. Okay, so we do face it this way. Okay. Now I want to make sure I got it right. And we face everything. Yeah. Oh, and we put a piece on top to level it out. I mean, there's all these cool pieces. Once you get into building Lego, you're like, oh, I could do that. I could do that. That's easy. You know, like even some of the furniture, you're like, I could build a base simple bed. I mean, there's a lot of builds. I mean, there's fancy builds, there's simple builds. A lot of the Lego likes to use simple builds, like if they add beds and stuff. So it's not a big deal if you do. I mean, a lot of sets will not always use the complicated bed. They'll just use a few pieces to make it look like a bed, sort of, if you want to call it that. But if you want to add more and complicated, oh man, there are builds out there. You can look at people build some amazing houses out of Lego just for their little Lego people. I mean, it's crazy what you can do with Lego. Okay, so we're gonna go like this again. Try to keep pieces. I like what they do. You know, try to keep pieces solid, stuff like that. There you go. That's what it is. I know what we're headed to because we have a few stickers left. We're headed towards building the rest of the console. This is probably where the rest of the stickers are going to go. And I'm not wrong from there, but before we get into the sticker stuff, okay, we're going to add a front piece to here that's going to have like a little weird clamp thing, probably to lock it down. We're going to figure it all out. It will come clear. And it's always fun because when you start these, you're like, I don't know what's going to happen there. And then you realize, you know, as you build pieces, it ends up becoming what it was supposed to be, you know? All these pieces make this truck up to what it's supposed to be. So there you go. There's the truck. You know, so, yeah, this is a long video today. It's fine. 5. I need to do 5 again. So, well, actually, I need to do 6. So let's do 6 first. I was going to do 5, but let's do 6 first. I'll try to do it in order. Okay. And they want me to put it on, so I'll put it on the way they want me to. And then I'll do 5 next, because that's what they want. And I'll put it on the back here. More of the police stuff. If you haven't noticed already, it's police, but there's plenty of stickers and plenty of icons to show that it is the police, so I mean, it's full of stickers, which is fine. It's kind of cool that you know it's the police. You could probably take like I plan to use. I thought about you planning, and I may. Who knows in the future what the future holds if I have the pieces. But I thought about
long ways around it. You could take a platform like this and think about, hey, could I make this into a food truck or something else, or a medical truck if I wanted to? I wish they'd have one, but could I do it if they never have one? Can I make my own? Maybe I can. So that's kind of like one of those. Okay, so we need these two pieces over here. So we'll move this to the side. We'll move this off to the side. We need those two pieces right there. Those two. Okay, then we need some stickers. So the first one, we're doing the first one. The very first one is number 1. Okay. Oh, we're getting down. Okay, we're pretty much over with the stickers. We're getting over the stickers. And this is display. And just imagine it's a display of your Lego City. They're not going to know your Lego City, but they're displaying a picture of a Lego City. I just imagine it's mine, even if it's actually not mine. You just pretend. It's okay to pretend. You know. And here they are. They're looking, here's number 2. So number 2 is going to be this panel. Okay. And number 3 is going to be this panel right here. So, yeah, here we go. Yeah, number 3. Awesome. Okay. I was glad I was able to build today because I had the AC on the other day. I actually got to the 80s. And the weather can't decide, so. But today is actually cold enough to where I don't have to. So that's when I build, if I have Lego sets. Like I said, I build when I can, so I may not be able to. I build when I can afford them, If I can get them. Sometimes you get them on sale. There is a set I'll be building that I got on a big sale. Okay, and I don't know if they just couldn't sell it or it's just the last one and they were just trying to get rid of it and they couldn't sell the last one, so they just put a huge sale on it. So I got it on sale. Sometimes that's how I get it. Or you get cheap Lego. You get like little cheap vehicles or cheap stuff. That's not too expensive. Sometimes that's what you have to do. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? So, anyway, so there you go. Okay, so this panel apparently goes on. Ooh, yeah, so here you go. This is empty, and this is the panel, and this, like I said, this is going to add a lot to my Lego City. There you go. Here's the panel. Oh, man, that's so awesome. Panel. Okay, I love it. Okay, so here's this. We're going to start building on top of this, and yeah, we're going to build on top of this, on top of that, and yep, we're going to build here. And here we are. So, yeah, we're going to build. We're building. We're constantly building. And we're making it known to be built. There you go. Okay. So, that is it. Right there. Okay. Here we go. There it is. Look at that. That's a whole panel. That's actually a big panel, to be honest. But it's exciting. Look at all the. So there's your police stuff. There's your city, the criminal, and the getaway vehicle apparently. Okay. So like I said, you could just play it as part of your Lego City. Just kind of say it's whatever. They're looking at your Lego City, the crime and whatnot stuff. It's generic. It's not like not everybody's Lego City is going to look exactly like this. This is probably Lego's Lego City. But hey, they put an image and you can just play imagination. Use your imagination. We'll continue building on top of this thing, by the way. Because I have a feeling that this is pretty much getting towards the end. And we're pretty much having it to where the truck is being finished. Okay? The truck is being finished. And there you go. It's what it is, right? So, and yeah, we're building. Here you go. And we'll put more on top here. And we're putting even more on top here. Okay. There you go. We'll put more on top. Look at that. That's a build. That is a serious build. And that's all to add on to this. Okay. So, okay, let's see. Okay, we got all that. We should have everything on here like that. There's probably going to be more. So, okay, we're going to flip this. Well, actually, first let's just add this to the top. Again, they like, you know, it's good to have your little flat pieces. These are great for if you're doing like building, especially flat pieces. You add a couple, like I even add a couple twos, but I'll add a bunch of flat, and then it helps you pull buildings off of the top of each other and all that good stuff. So, oh, hold on. I think I missed something. Of course I did. Yeah, I missed something. All right, let me add to this real quick. It's not that hard. Again, see, don't miss stuff. Don't do like I do. There you go. There, now it looks complete. There are some gaps here because of other stuff, but I put twos in there, back in there. Look, there you go. Now it's nice and smooth. Okay, now we flip this around, and flip this around like this, so you can see the. Oh wait, hold on. Wrong way again. Good gravy, Brian. Okay, let's flip this around to where it's supposed to be. Yeah, because we're... Yeah, okay. No. See? That screwed us up. Okay. There we go. What? Hold on. I think I screwed up again. Oh, hold on. Did I? How did I screw that up? Okay, it's probably because I pulled the... Oh, I did this wrong. Okay, I pulled the top off. Okay, yes, I screwed up. Okay. Okay. There we go, Brian. There we go. It's about time. Okay, hold on. Yep. So we want that in the front. Okay. See, this is the thing. You get to see me build it the wrong way a little bit, and then fix it. And now we're building it the right way, hopefully. Okay. Now let's turn the page. Okay, so now we're back where we should be. This is the front. So we need to add the red light and the blue light to symbolize the police. Sometimes they used to do blue. Sometimes they switch. Sometimes they do blue. I swear I have a car that just has blue light. That's it. And then you have police cars that have like they'll do red and blue. Yeah. So it depends on. I guess it depends on the what they release then. Okay. So this is what you have. Okay. So it's finished. Well, at least for now, that part is finished. And then so what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the police truck, and they're wanting us to go like this. Oh, before we do that, we missed something. So see this? We need to build this up as well. And these are the final two blue pieces for that. We're going to do this. And we're going to add this to the bottom of this for our staircase. So there you go. Now, being smart. Like I'm not being totally right now, but being smart. There you go. There's your... Now, we haven't clicked it in yet, so let's click it in. Oh, there we go, see? So now, there's your mobile crime lab. Oh, hold on. Oh, pretty much most of it being finished. There's probably a few pieces to add, but most of the main building stuff of this crime lab is now finished. This was a big set to build. It was awesome, though. I love this set. This is what I wanted. This is going to add to my overall Lego City. Okay. Hold on, so we added that. Now we're going to add something else. Oh, we're going to add like the little satellite on top. Oh, wait, the police could use an extra. Can use another satellite thing for their kind of thing. So let's get to it. So we're going to pull this piece out, pull this piece out. We're going to do something like this. Then we're going to build something like this. And where's the satellite? Oh, we're going to shove this into the satellite. This basic satellite, I guess. And we're going to go like this, and we can kind of turn the satellite. There you go. Hold on. Oh. You know, we can kind of turn the satellite where we want it to. Almost. And we could put the satellite... Hold on. It's going to cover the blue piece, I believe. Yes, it is. We're going to cover the satellite because we could turn it around, I believe. Yeah, we're going to turn it around. So it's going to look like that. So it's going to seem more solid. Then you see this green piece in the back here. We're just going to kind of smash it in over there. There you go. And that's it. for that. Okay. I don't see anything else on that section of the truck. Then, I guess you could put Lego people. Do we have a few? It says we have some Lego pieces left, I guess. Well, that's fine. I could add them to my Lego City build. I mean, it's good to have a few pieces left over. Now, before we do that, it's not finished. And there's something missing, and you can tell already. It's not hard. The next thing would be to put the people in. But let's put this truck aside and our excitement, and let us do this. But I hope you guys can be encouraged by my videos. Build for yourself. Have fun. Do this. I do this. Like I said, it gives me the chance to talk. I'm sorry if it's a long form video. I'm sorry, you know. Hopefully you can watch most of it or all of it. It'd be nice if you watched all of it. Thank you if you do. If you made it to the end of this video, please don't forget to follow and comment, subscribe, and leave a like on the video. And don't forget to comment. And don't forget to, through any hard times and stuff, don't forget to find something that you can enjoy and do, whether it's gaming, whether it's painting. There's a lot of beautiful things people do out there that people spend time doing, and I am always impressed. Like artwork, woodwork, things like that. You just gotta find what you do. My thing is Lego. If you're on disability, try to find something like at least gaming. Gaming is an easy thing to get into, because if you already have games, you just buy like some capture box, or like Elgato is my favorite one, but there are easier capture boxes now, in a way that will get you at least started. And just look on YouTube, get yourself into videoing. I say that because I'm on disability, and I'm, and this is what I spend my time doing during the day is, making videos, whether it's a Lego video or other videos. I have other channels. So there you go. And here you go. Here's the final wheel. Okay, there you go. There's our crime lab. Now it's mobile. It's exciting. Look at that. So this is what it looks like now, finished. Here you go. Boom. Oh. Boom. And here's the back. Now the back. Oh, okay. Hold up. Boom. Here's the back. The back opens. Obviously, opens down. Opens down. The prisoner walks in, sits in there. He has there's 2 spots for 2 people to sit. So I can hold people for a little bit in here, especially if it's not a long time. So I have a decent little cell. That's just what. And now I can do more things to upgrade my medical within the Lego City, which I plan to do. So at least to have good medical. And here's this top thing. And what you do is you just open it up, lock it down into place, and there you go, your crime lab. Except my crime lab is a little upside down. So let me fix this, because I have a feeling my crime lab is actually upside down on this. Hold on. Let me fix this. Oh, boy. I did not expect that. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I don't want to pull everything apart, because I spent time building this. Okay. So, here we go. Let's put this back like it's supposed to be. Okay, let me flip this around, because me doing that down, I don't think they meant for it to be upside down. So I'll flip it around this way, make it easy on myself, then I don't have to rebuild everything. Then, yeah, see, there you go. It'd be nice if you could read upside down like that, I guess. If you can, great. But even if you can, I don't think you want to do it for very long, because eventually you may miss something. Okay, there we go. Now we fix stuff up. There we go. So now, when you have everything ready, your crime lab looks like that. And now my crime lab is ready. All it does is open up. My people are ready now, and they extended their police station, and they could just leave this open. They could do their little crimey thing. They can even have their ladder down, and that's probably how it would sit mostly in my Lego City, unless I decide to shut it once in a while and it just sits shut. But if it were open, because of the play value, and you just have to imagine, but this is what it would be like in my Lego City. It would just sit next to my Lego town, and this would be open most of the time, where you would see them doing their crimey thing. Oh, let's put the people inside. Okay, you got to add some of the stuff, the crime stuff. Here's this. Okay. Now, I could add more to this, so I'm not too... I mean, it looks cool. I could probably add more to this. Let me give this Lego person their camera. Maybe they're doing crimey lab stuff. There you go. There they are, and they have a camera they're holding on to. I could put this down in here for now, because I'm just going to put it away, right? So here we go. Let's pull the top off. You can even have somebody sitting here. Let's just do it temporarily while we're playing. There you go. And the other guy can sit here too. And like I said, I think this will be just a crime lab where these people just work here for the most part, and they don't go out much, do anything, because my other police can handle that. They just make sure they get the data and send it on to the rest of the police force. So, and for now though, because I plan to shut it there, I put both the lady and the... hold on. I put the lady and both the man in there. Then what I'm going to do for now, temporarily, is close it and do that. I could put the criminal back too if I want to. Maybe I will. Here, let me put the criminal, the one criminal in the back, I guess. If I wanted to, I could kind of shove him back in there. Who knows if I could get him on the actual bench. I may not. I may just be able to shove him back over in here. There you go. Here's the criminal. He's smiling. He's happy. It gets him out of the way. Then I don't lose him for now. And there you go. So that's the set with the crime lab. I put that in there just because. Oh, I can't. Here, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I sit him down in here too. Maybe he'll fit if I sit him down in here. Okay. Let's sit him down in here. Oh no, they don't fit. Oh, hold on. I'm determined to make him fit in here because I really don't want to put him anywhere else. He's part of my crime lab, so. Here, you know what? Let me throw the camera in here as well. There you go. Okay, that may help. Lay him down along with the light. There you go. He's laid down. Or she, I think it's she, is laid down in the crime lab. He or she, and here's your final truck. It's ready to go. My crime lab is ready to go. It's so awesome to add this to my Lego City as a mobile thing. So in the future, let's say I had a bigger Lego City, it would still be mobile, but I would actually move it then, you know, because I have a bigger police station, and this time I could take it to the crime because my city grew, right? So, but right now, my city hasn't grown a lot right now, and this is what it is, you know. So, you know, you can open it up now. I'm ready to access my crime lab. Boom, my crime lab is done. And I hope you guys enjoyed. These are the pieces. You will get some pieces left over. Don't worry about them. I just add them to my Lego pile, and now I have more computer, whatever stuff it is. And here you go. I can always repurpose some of this stuff to see if I can repurpose it into my tower. Maybe I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but it's there. But this is what was included. We built this first. It took the least amount of time. This took the most amount of time. But this is what I was excited about. And I hope you guys enjoy this set too. I'm excited about it. Hopefully it gets you to build to your Lego City and not discouraged. Do like I do. Just look at my other Lego playlist. I only have 2 videos of my Lego City. I plan to hopefully add more in the future. Maybe I will set up the Lego City as it is right now and show what can be done. Remember, it's on Mills Plate, so I don't have any other Mills Plate to have the trucks to the level what I would like them to be. Would they look at least up with the building? They look below the building right now if I added them too, because I like to I'm interested in Mills Plate, and it made my building solid, and I could build a huge tower. So I plan to continue, hopefully, if I can. If I'm able to, I plan to continue the tower, but like I said, I get Lego as I can, and I'm happy when I'm able to get sets like this, whether it's a gift card that gets it for me or this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this set. This is an awesome set. It's really cool. I enjoyed the set because I know it added this mobile police thing to my city. Now I can add more to my criminal investigations and all that. And now I could change a few things when I am able to, and I may do it soon. Who knows? When I'm able to do it, where I may actually be able to change a few things around that are already there in my Lego City to do a little bit more. But here you go. This is it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. It's a long video today. I'm sorry about that. We're done. Again, all the stickers are... This is a big book. Big, thick book. You know, you can tell. I may maybe put the idea, the thing that helps you with building. I mean, look at that. We're all done. We built it all. The stickers are all done. They're all here. It's exciting to see what I can do with this. And maybe I can animate it a little bit, have fun with it. But there you guys go. This is fun. This was a fun set to build. Like I said, I'm happy that I built it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. They're snapped, man. They weren't all snapped in. back there. But there's the criminal. You can see him a little bit in his orange. Here, hold on. You maybe see his orange a little bit. There you go. But like again, I'll set this down. I'm excited about holding it. I'm excited about what I could do with it and what it could mean for my Lego City and what it is with even having mobile stuff. Like I said, build yourself a tower. If you want to add more and you feel like, hey, I want to add more, but I have too much in my tower, think about mobile building. Like I see people build like custom food trucks, build custom or get stuff like this. This is mobile police that will add to my city, and now I don't have to worry about if I want a crime or as an investigation, this will do it for my Lego City. So, thank you. Again, thank you so much. I do need to go. I need to get to editing this video and have fun putting this together and so you guys can see it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this build. This was a great build for me. It was exciting. And there you go. And I'll see you guys hopefully in the next one. Until next time, God bless you. That's what I want to say. Have fun building Lego. And bye for now.